B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, 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 B-R-O-O-K, we rally. Okay, we rally. Okay, we rally. Okay, we rally. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Yo, once again, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. You already know what it is. Y'all know I'm coming to talk my shit about Yago. Shout out to Reholla 8859, moderator on this page. He said Yago gonna be a monster in year 3. Talk to him. So I see what you talking about. I see the competitive side. I see him getting to the basket. I see the improvement. I see the aggressiveness. I like Yago. Drake Powell only taking that many shots. That's on Drake. That's on Jordy Fernandez. He playing less than 20 minutes, playing just about 20 minutes a game. What you getting him ready for the next game tomorrow? Because I think we got the back. Either way, this is a good game to test his skills as far as guards and player development. You're going up some of the best guards and Tyrese Maxey. You know what I'm saying? Going against Quentin Grimes. These dudes is competitive. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be playing them tough. You know what I mean? Playing Drake Powell more minutes, man. I wasn't feeling Jordy Fernandez coaching strategy tonight. I can't lie to you. You know, I always speak highly on Jordy Fernandez. Tell you the good things that Jordy Fernandez is doing. Let you know that if you've seen a good coach, you've seen Jordy Fernandez. But for Drake Powell to score 15 last game and then not even take a lot of shots tonight, it goes against what I consider what a good coach would do. You will want to instill confidence in that player to put up more shots, especially if they were shooting 50% from the field. For Drake Powell to only take 2 shots the game and still be 50% and be 1 for 2, I don't see how he didn't have a clue on what to do. Like, what are we talking about? You trying to tell me you could justify this, Jordy Fernandez? You could justify Drake Powell getting 21 minutes, 4 points, 1 for 2? You could justify that? Huh? You could justify that? How does that make sense? You could justify that? Danny Wolf was putting up shots as soon as he got in. Are you trying to tell me Danny Wolf could put up just as many shots as Drake Powell when Drake Powell put up 15 last game? I don't understand. You got Danny Wolf in the game for 13 minutes and putting up 2 shots. Drake Powell in the game for 21 minutes putting up 2 shots. And Drake Powell was 1 for 2 and Danny Wolf was 0 for 2. So what we doing? Even though Danny Wolf was getting to the line, I gotta respect that. And he grabbed boards and pushed the pace. I see what Danny Wolf do. I see the impact that Danny Wolf has to the Brooklyn Nets. He's grabbing the rebound always come to him. Like he gets the rebound, he pushes the pace, so that's offense immediately right off of the rebound. Danny Wolf is good for that. Danny Wolf is good for the Brooklyn Nets. Drake Powell, they gotta find him more in the fast break, and Drake Powell gotta stopping at the 3-point line on a fast break. Drake Powell and Danny Wolf need to learn how to run fast breaks together. Drake Powell need to make himself available going to the basket, going to the rim when he see Danny Wolf get the rebound. He need to be running. He need to be the first one running. If Pod is right and he the most athletic on the team, probably one of the most athletic in the draft, if that's really true, he need to stop running to the 3-point line. Y'all know Jay from BK. Tell you, I seen him talking to him because he one of the best fans. You know what I'm saying? Tell Drake Powell, stop stopping at the 3-point line. Go to the rim if you see Danny Wolf get the rebound. So where you going to the 3-point line for? You the most athletic player in the building. What we talking about? Go straight to the rim. Get that alley-oop from Danny Wolf. Then you got the fans on your side where you could use that as a weapon. You can use the fans as a weapon if you get a dunk on a fast break. Drake Powell, the fans gonna have your back the whole game. The fans are involved. The fans are the 6th man after that. The fans looking to get involved. You know what I'm saying? You out the game, you losing the whole time. You keeping the energy. But if you get a dunk and the team gotta call a timeout, That's how you get the fans. Everything is not entertaining more than a 3-pointer. Like a 3-pointer is not more entertaining than a dunk. I'm sorry. When we talking about what a dunk is, it's more entertaining to see a dunk. Yeah, mathematically, 3-pointer is more than 2 points. But you get what I'm saying. Stop trying to make it seem like 3-pointers is more exciting and entertaining in basketball than dunks. Dunks are good. Dunk the ball. Y'all doing all that shit for 1 point? It's a 3-pointer, not a fucking 33-pointer. It's one more point. Y'all get on my nerve with this shit. And y'all professionals, man, respectfully go to the basket. It is there for you. That's where you going. Why make it hard for you? Get straight there. You know what I'm saying? Shit got me hot. Word. Shout out to Dren23. Shout out to Jamal, the franchise. He said, Kyle lost me some bread. He said I had him for 500 points. 5 points and he couldn't give me. Yo, I feel your pain, bro. Like, yo, bro. And it's not that I want him to score, it's that he couldn't score. Why he not shooting the ball? 5 points. Serious. Like, if you would have given him 5 shots, he could have got you 5 points. Why only give him 2 shots? Why? Well, who's getting all of the offense over him? Let's talk about it right now because it don't make sense. Zaire come back after getting benched and he take more shots than Drake Powell. I don't like it. Noah Clowney, yeah, I want him to be the number 1 option in this game. Diego DeMin wound up being the number 1 option, was 8 for 18. Impressive. 23 points. Impressive. 8 rebounds, 5 assists. No, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. This is career game. Yo, Diego DeMin is looking like if he continues, he got 30 minutes. Pay attention to this stat too. He got 30 minutes. If he can continue to play, like, I don't expect him on a back-to-back. Tomorrow we play the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't expect him on a back-to-back to play 30 minutes. Right? Excuse me. Be careful with him. You know what I'm saying? But I like that he's confident. But 5 for 14 is glaring. Now it's not too bad because 7 for 14 is 50%. So it's not too crazy. But I'm just saying, for him to be 6'8" and a point guard, I want him to take more field goals. You know what I'm saying? As 2-pointers. That's my critique for him, bro. I'm gonna always say that, bro. Like, that's what I want y'all to know. You know what I mean? Before I throw the link in the chat, that's what I want y'all to know the most. Is that I like Diego, but I want him to take more shots from the look. All right, so look, he's hitting the elbow 3. He hit the elbow 3 on the left side, in the right side. He's missing a straight on 3. He wants that elbow 3. You could tell he wants that elbow 3. He don't really take the straight on 3 much, but if it's there, he'll take it. He took 1 corner 3 and he missed. I don't really think he liked the corner 3. He liked the elbow 3 and the straight on 3. I like how he got to the basket. He 3 for 4. Look, he 3 for 4. He 3 for 4 going to the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm showing y'all the shot selection. I'm showing you what these players like to do. Y'all might have missed it. You might have went to, but if you've seen the game, this is what he did in the game. Now I'll just show you the makes. This is where he made all his shots. He made 8 shots. 3 from that same elbow 3-pointer, got to the basket 3 times, and 2 from the other elbow. So he's scoring from the elbow and scoring in the paint. No mid-ranger yet, but I'm looking for it. That being said, I'm a student of the game. We study in the game. So now with that creates a lot of space. You know what I'm saying? Not to, how you say, Hold on, my bad. Word, not to prolong it, but yeah, I said what I needed to say about Diego. I like his game, but I want him to get to the rim a little more. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Y'all don't like Diego? Oh man. June 23, he said Diego gonna have a major improvement. Yeah, Jamal, I feel your pain, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to This Is JTV, Jamal the franchise, Leaf. Shout out to John. Shout out to Ice. Shout out to Brooklyn LM. Shout out to Python. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Ruler. Word, what up, Reholla? First one in the chat tonight. Appreciate you, you know what I mean? But we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Danny Wolf, he get off of the rebound, pushing the break. He create offense immediately. That's a good thing. He's a Brooklyn Nets player. I see Jordy Fernandez building around him. I see the point center thing. And Drake Powell, he was on the sideline, but he found Drake Powell on the baseline. But I see the division. But yeah, they gotta fine tune that. They gotta play together more. They need more reps. You know, they need more playing time together. Drake Powell and Danny Wolf, that is. So yeah, that's how I feel about Danny Wolf. You know, he's gonna shoot the ball. So, but he's a big. I want to see him do some Drew Timmy shit. You feel what I'm saying? Drew Timmy was nice, man. I kind of think of Drew Timmy when I think of Danny Wolf because, you know, they getting wrecked in the G League, you know what I'm saying? So I want to see if Danny Wolf, you know what I mean, put on the same way. But I think that it looked like Drew Timmy is more of an interior player than probably a more of an interior player than Danny Wolf. But Danny Wolf is a better passer than Drew Timmy. But I don't know, man. Drew Timmy got the fundamentals, man. He got the fundamentals. It's hard to say. It's hard to go against that. You know what I'm saying? But I like the fact that my bad. I thought a link in the chat. I threw that in the chat. I thought Danny Wolf played well, you know. I thought he played well. I would want Drake Powell to be more of a scoring option than Danny Wolf, though, in my opinion. We're going to get to that right now, Jay Hollywood. He said we need better scoring, which leads us to the next topic in the title, the importance of shot creation. You know what I'm saying? The importance of shot creation. Who the shot creators on the team? What up,
Hey, what's up? What's up?
We finna talk about the importance of shot creation, the second part of the show. Yo, shot creation is important, Scott. Like,
yeah, you're right.
As you can see, MPJ and Cam Thomas wasn't on the floor, and you see how many points we had at the end of the game. So, like, talk to us about shot creation and how important it is to the Brooklyn Nets, Scott.
Yeah, it brings pressure to the defense. When you got shooters on the floor that can get their shot, it brings pressure. So that way you can. I thought personally,
we ain't cracked 30 the whole game. Not one.
I know. We were struggling to score, but I thought the rookies were open. They need to shoot, put it up, and not unless Jordy is telling them don't shoot.
But I thought. I said to Jalen Wilson, I was tight. Like, why?
Yeah, me too. And he was open.
Yeah, you seen that play?
Yeah, I saw it.
Man,
Danny did the same thing. He was open. Sometimes you have to shoot with pressure. You got to remember, you as a shooter in the NBA, sometimes they see the rim, but then the rim be gone. You know, like the defensive player be in front of them. They still putting it up because they in a spot. So they know they shot. You got to know your shot. Otherwise, you got to have your bag got to be there. You know what I'm saying? You got get in your spot. You took thousands of shots at that spot. take the shot. If you open, take the shot.
So okay, let's talk about shot creation with the rookies. Like, where do you want to see shot creation from? Which rookie you want to see shot creation?
From I would like to see. Well, Danny Wolf can get to the rim. I see that. He has a skill set that can be beneficial to shooters, but you got to shoot. Like and Powell got to shoot that three. If you're going to stand on the three, that must be your shot. Don't stand there if it ain't your shot. Not unless you spacing the floor. But if you spacing the floor, you got to get around your man. I don't see why he couldn't do it. He's more athletic than you think he is. I mean,
they was giving Terrence Mann ISO plays. I said, "Oh hell,
nasty."
Yeah. And he turned the ball over in the fourth quarter. That changed the whole game. That turnover killed us. That turnover killed us. That was tight, man. But Yegor's shooting well. He's spot, and you know what that benefit from? That benefit from him being in the starting lineup. Being in the starting lineup gave him confidence to shout that shot.
For sure. Yeah,
that's what it is,
bro. Like, but shout out to Scott. We gonna keep just go around the panel. You already know how we do it. John, talk to us, man. I know you want to talk to us about Yego shot creation. What you thought about it?
I thought first half it was really bad because he was going up against some speedy guards trying to defend him. But the second half, that's where development kicks in. He made a great three-point shot, like with excellent form, and then he started making other shots. So his confidence just got better. I think he was learning, how can I get past some of these guys that are really just having their way with me on the court. So the second half was really good for just Yegor's confidence to have 23 points, to bounce back. That's what development's about this season. We've seen Yegor where he had some bad quarters, but then he has these minutes where, like, he's trying to figure it out. So that's been great to see from Yegor. He doesn't let a bad quarter or a bad half performance stop him from at least trying to make some positive impacts on the court. So it was a good second half for him. It's just now doing complete four quarters going forward. But this was a great bounce back for him tonight in that second half. Just get 23 points. And the Drake Powell stuff, listen, we all agree they should be running a lot more offensive sets through Powell. But this is why I said on your show, Breeze, they have him reduced to a secondary role, being a playmaker to Tyrese Martin. And look at Martin. He got all the shots he wanted off the bench tonight, but he was a minus 17. And for Powell to only get one shot off in 20 minutes, that's not a good way to develop him.
I'm wondering if they really have the green light to shoot.
Yo, facts, Breeze. And then Clowney, his night was okay. He had some defensive moments that I don't know if you guys saw. He had some defensive moments, but it wasn't. Tonight he had some good defensive moments, but it wasn't his best offensive night. But he was okay. And then Danny Wolf, listen, best plus or minus of the night. His energy was great. He was moving with a quick motor out there. He was trying to get to the rim a few times. Like the way he runs around some people, like some people say he's slow. Listen, that guy is definitely working on the cardio a bit there. So I just like that he was aggressive tonight and trying to find his teammates. So hopefully this was enough to at least say, hey, maybe this guy will be called up again in a few games, not opposed to a few weeks, because Wolf should be fighting for a spot. But the most disappointing part of tonight was Claxton and Dayron's performances. I mean, 8 rebounds between them, and Phil only had one center in that second half for 3 quarters after Drummond hurt his knee, and that was Bona. Like, you're really telling me these two bigs tonight allowed these guards to just move around them like they're dancing out there? Like, we even said.
But hold on. Just so I can pass it, I want to continue to go around. I'll say this last question and then pass it to Popcorn.
Yeah.
Is without Cam Thomas and MPJ on the floor, is Tyrese Martin the best shot creator on this team, John?
If you talk about what's going on right now, you can make a case for it, but is he the guy we should invest in?
No, I'm just asking that one question.
Well, he's one of our shot creators guys right now. If you want to say best,
is he the best without Cam Thomas and MPJ?
If you want to say tonight, but Yegor made some shots tonight, so I would say Yegor outbeat Tyrese tonight. If you want my honest take, But just end on my just end on my note before I pass the ball to Pod. Listen, Claxton, Dayron, man, they've had moments throughout their careers, but you just saw tonight that these guys are not the future of our center position. We need an actual big going forward, and I would not be surprised or even upset if one or both of them are traded at the deadline. Danny Wolf made a case tonight that if you trade one of these guys, I'm ready to go from game one. So we really need to focus on getting a sense next summer because what Claxton and Dayron are giving you, it is not up to snuff. And Dayron especially, 2 rebounds, still can't dribble a ball. Like Dayron, man, thank goodness he's only on $6 million salary because that guy is he's not a great big for us. He's a decent backup, but man, he has not developed either, just like Claxton. So we need a new
I mean,
center going forward.
I
And I'll
can't
pass the
really
ball to
look
Pod.
at this game and say that the centers were bad
Come on,
because
Scott. They had guards on
totally,
Philly.
it wasn't totally on them because Philly's guards got in the paint anytime they wanted to.
Yeah, but
Anytime.
what were they doing on the
Once they get in the paint,
Scott, you cannot give Claxton a sharp pass. Come on. They
in the
should be able to
NBA,
rebound athletes.
you cannot
They
let
couldn't
them. You cannot let your man beat you, man. You can't.
Hold on.
Guards cannot let them beat you. Your guards
Right.
like
I
that.
disagree.
Hold on.
All
All
right.
right. So let Python break the ice. Python, you hear this net fan argument about Claxton and Dayron. What you think about all of this, man?
Tonight I saw Danny Wolf attack the basket from the 3-point line without
Yes.
a pick and do
Yeah.
an up and under and draw a foul.
Yeah.
For the 7 years I've watched Nick Claxton play basketball, I've never seen him do that.
You never seen him beat a
And
man
you've
off the
never seen
dribble?
him do that.
Nah.
And up and
Not
under,
from the 3-point line, but from the foul
and
line.
up
Yeah.
and under a layup.
No, I don't never seen him do it up and under. I seen him do left hand hooks off of curls.
Yeah. Nah,
I mean,
I've never
I'm just
seen him
saying the shots are
dribble
different.
drive,
Yeah,
The shots are just like
dribble
The shots are
drive
different.
to the basket and up
the shots are
and under,
different.
right? His whole game is dynamic. 5 points, 5 rebounds, coming in cold in the second quarter, and then the whole building changed. They put the 3 rookies on the floor. Barclays Center was hyped. I don't know how they selling out these
Facts.
buildings. I don't know how the building is packed like that. But when they put the 3 rookies in, I'm hearing the noise from the crowd, and Ryan Rucco said something about it. I was like,
Yeah.
I said to myself,
It was
there's
exciting.
no way.
Yo, Pod, I heard
There
Wolf
is
was
no
getting
way
MVP
Sean Marks and
checks.
Jordy are on the same page.
I don't know about that, LM. I don't know about that. He was getting cheered.
It was exciting to see them play,
Yo,
though.
it's you can't. This is why you have to watch the games because the stats can't tell you about when Drake
No,
Powell
it can't.
got the ball on the wing, dribble drive down the baseline. It was 2 defenders in the paint. He rose up and he hit a floater.
Yeah,
Nice.
He hit a floater that made me go, yo, this kid is for real. And Jordy is sabotaging his own team.
I don't
Right.
think he's
When they took
sabotaging.
He definitely
Zion-
gotta give Drake Powell more shots though, but he gotta give more shots.
I think he will. I think
Zaire Williams should not have been starting tonight.
just remember what the
Been Drake Powell,
goal
huh?
is here. Remember what the goal
And-
is.
No, but you could get to the goal. The goal, the number 1 goal is to develop the 5 players you pick.
Okay.
Right.
That's the
Right.
number
Right.
1 goal.
Okay.
The number 2 goal is the tank. The number 1 goal is developing these players, and Jordy refuses, and I don't understand why. He looked like he was involved in the draft process. I think he understood, but you cannot tell me you watched that game last night and you're seeing individual things. The reason why Yago had such a good second half is because he played point guard in the second half.
Right.
When he was
Well, I think he
winning,
played
and
with
he had-
the starters, and that gives him the confidence.
But
He's working on his game,
Nah,
Scott.
he played with the
He's
so
working on his
hold on.
You
game.
see,
Forward
The,
Yeah,
is.
no,
hold on,
he
you see,
plays more than the
hold on.
rest of them.
That's not
but
necessarily
hold on,
true.
Yeah, let me
you
finish.
see
He
the
do play
comment.
more
You
than
see
the
the
rest of them.
right. Hold on, I want to let him finish. I just want to say, you see the comment on the screen. He's acknowledging the same thing. But go ahead, Paco.
Yeah,
He's
he
acknowledging
came
the
into the
fact that
game, and when
Yago
he
is
was
not a
at point
three and
guard,
D player. He's a point guard. He's not.
He's
He's
a
a point
point
guard. When
guard.
he got the
He's a
ball in
point
his
guard.
hand, he
Yeah.
not waiting
the
for the ball.
whole
If you're a 3 and D player, you waiting for the ball. If you're a point guard, you got the ball. You feel what I
right,
mean?
exactly. But more than that, when you're a 3 and D player, you're guarding Paul George, right? That's supposed
Right.
to be Terrence Mann and them. Yo, man, like, why do you want Yeager on Paul George? That takes away all of his
Right.
superpowers.
Right,
And
Right.
then when he
right.
was back at the point guard, McCain couldn't hold him, and
No,
he
he
had
can't.
you know, you know what I'm saying? McCain couldn't hold him. He
Right,
wasn't getting
you're
those
right.
freebies like he was getting against Terrence Mann.
Right, right,
So
right, right.
my thing is, if you had played the players 20 minutes plus, they would have gotten better faster. Because
Right.
all these dudes are ready to play, and the people who are in front of him, they don't deserve 37 minutes. If you got to play
Right.
MPJ 40 minutes a game, fine. MPJ deserves those minutes. But if you telling me Nick Claxton is stopping
Well,
a potential center, you either have to go get a center next year or you got your center. Find
or
There
out.
was
the
no center tonight.
I
He
think
lost to no centers tonight.
pod. You got to play your guys in order to make those moves because you ain't got nobody else.
Yeah, but Scott, we built up
I
Claxton's
mean,
value
I
already. We know
understand
what his
what you
value
mean
is now.
by.
They
I
shouldn't run
understand what you're
the
saying
rookies
about
look
giving the
so good
rookies.
tonight.
I understand you giving the
Listen,
rookies more minutes. I get it. I get that part. It's a long
Yeah,
season for these rookies. They ain't gonna get they burn. But
the
my
only
it's
thing
a
is
long
way
it's a
only
long
way he
if
gets
you
season,
better.
but the
play them
more
too
minutes,
much,
you can't tank next year.
Y'all
Scott,
not
no,
acting
no,
with
no.
a
I
sense. Y'all
understand.
not
All
I
acting with
all
a
he has
understand.
sense
to
of
be back to back.
urgency.
you
All
No,
I'm
I
saying is
mean,
that
A lot of
you
a
have
lot of
to
y'all
have
not acting with a sense of
well, you can't
urgency.
rush
That's the
it. You
problem.
can't rush
Right,
development.
exactly.
Hold
LM.
on, we gotta
Right.
hold on. Let
Exactly.
Brooklyn Adams
But
bring some commentary.
Russian development is expecting them to be good tomorrow. That's not what
Right,
Right.
we're
right,
saying.
right.
But
I
it's not gonna
Development
understand
is a
that.
happen.
I
long
understand
process.
that.
But
The,
maybe
the
Yeah,
he
that's
future
why
got
I'm
some
saying
MPJ,
back to
like
give it
back is
what
fine.
time.
LM just said was
Maybe
perfect.
back to
What
back.
LM just said was perfect. There's no urgency in the team. The future is now. The future is now. You
Exactly.
play the kids, you let them
Right.
get minutes, you let them get reps. And the more reps they've gotten, they've looked every bit as good as all the
Yo,
top rookies in the league.
and
Like
yo, and
that
Pod, you know
23
this
could have
point,
been
right?
30.
Because Jay from BK made this point, which is true. Y'all want to know why Maxi is so good right now, the way he is? They played him his first year.
Right.
Mind you, the first year he got there, they
Every,
was a championship team, and he still played.
Mhm.
Right.
That's why he's good. That's why he's experienced. He looked like a boy. He every time he plays us, he just looks so far beyond what our point guards can do, and it's
Remember how
because he
skinny he was?
played right. Like he got muscle on him now. He's built for strength in the NBA. They played him. Like y'all, I feel like sometimes Net fans and sometimes the front office, y'all have this mentality where it's like, yo, we can wait for shit, and that's not
I
always the
don't.
case.
I don't think we
You
should
have
wait.
to act urgent for stuff
No, no, I don't
sometimes.
think
Stuff
you.
can't be put
Yeah.
in the back burner.
No,
You know
I
what's up?
Like
understand.
You know what's
that's the
upsetting,
exact
Scott?
that same mentality is the exact
They put it on the
mentality is
back
the
burner.
same
Fuck that
reason
shit.
why we picked eighth this year.
Right.
Because nobody in this front office acts with any urgency. They always think, oh, we got time. Oh, we're going to have time to do these things
John
and
Moss and
do
Joe
other shit.
Tsai.
No, these other teams, these other front
While the
offices,
good
they
teams have
understand
Hold
urgency.
on,
what
let him
time it
cook.
is. Like,
Yeah.
they understand what time it is. They understand, yo, we not waiting for shit to happen. We making it happen. That's the
Right.
problem with this front office. They don't take action. They don't
So
say,
Right.
"Oh, let me make moves. Oh, let me reach out to other GMs. Oh, we're the if Sean Marks, if I'm Sean Marks, I'm walking to Horty like, what are you doing? Not playing my 5 fucking rookies that I drafted? Are
Facts.
you kidding me? Go
Right.
out there and play
Uh,
them. Like,
You know
I'll
what's
get you out of here.
LM,
Don't
LM,
don't don't be here
LM.
thinking
Quick
this is
question.
safe. Play the guys that I selected.
You know what's upsetting, Scott?
That's what
Scott, you
you
know
LM,
what's
do as a
upsetting?
GM.
Scott, it
hold
took
on, John. Hold
18.
on,
It took
John. John,
18
hold on,
games.
John, hold on. LM, was that 5 minutes or 4 minutes of the three rookies playing together the most fun basketball you watched all season of the Nets?
Man, it was to me. This was the best game tonight I've seen in terms of the rookies, and the building was up, which means that your people that's putting money into your pockets to make the money that y'all make. We clearly know what the agenda is. We want to see the rookies, and if you don't get that from what the Barclays Center was up tonight, that's the loudest I heard them since Yegor hit that three in Cleveland. And again, a clear point. Your homegrown talent, your guys. We're seeing them getting minutes. We're seeing them developing. We're seeing them learn. We all know what the goal is here. And to Pa's point, that's player development. Watching these five rookies that the entire league in front offices and GMs was clowning us at, taking these
Right.
five guys in the first place. They want to see it fail. They want to see it fail. Why did y'all take five people? But we, as a Nets fandom, as people, some people who watch college ball, we understand that there are more to these guys than they let up on, including Powell, including Wolf, including Yegor, and they're going out there proving it. This was Yegor's best game yet. And you talking
Right.
if he can become a 23,
This is career
you
game.
talking about God, right? You talking about God? He
Career
put
high
up
point.
23.
Yeah.
Second half, he went crazy. You see
Yeah.
what you got with Drake Powell. He could put the ball on the floor, create his own shot, and can guard the best player. You're not
Mhm.
you're not putting him, giving him minutes. Wolf, we
Right.
seen it in just his few minutes. There's no center that can put the ball on the floor from the 3-point line, go up and do a up and under and draw a foul.
Right.
Like you not seeing what you got on the court. You're not seeing what you can mold these guys into. This could be your core for the next decade.
But hold
Go
on,
out
hold
there
on,
and put them on the
hold on.
floor.
Brooklyn M, just slow it down. When you say this could be our core, what players you talking about specifically?
Uh, I think I don't necessarily know about Saraf, but for me, Yegor, Drake,
Nah,
and Wolf,
Jacob, Wolf, and Powell.
Yegor, yeah, like that to those three to me, I can see on the championship roster,
Okay.
on the
LM,
team, on the championship. Those
LM,
three to me, clearly.
that was a great soliloquy. You hit on so many points. But Scott, it took 18 games for Yegor, Powell, and Wolf to share the court. You could have done that 10 games ago. Like, look at a team like the Pelicans. They gave up their future of 2026 for Derek Queen because they believed he's a franchise guy. And now they're putting him at the deep end from like the beginning almost. Like, and look what he's doing right now. Like, you got to trust your rookies. What we saw tonight is Terrence Mann should not have started this game. This was Drake Powell. I said on Bree's show last night, this was Drake Powell's game to start alongside Yegor. Maybe they could have even better first half. But when you have a guy like Mann, who's not a point guard, run your offense, you're going to look like a clown show. And then when you have Tyrese Martin looking like the best guy off the bench when he's a journeyman and Drake Powell's just passing him the damn ball, that's not development. Like that fourth quarter, when we saw Yegor, Wolf, and Powell play together, everybody was excited. Hell, I was excited because this is development. Tonight was the best sign of a perfect tank and development in one. But even Jordy, man, he's his own worst enemy, like Pod keeps saying. I get you want to win, Jordy. We all want to win, but you need an actual team to win. And to win in this CBA era, you need your young guys and your vets. Right now, it's about the young guys, not about Terrence Mann, not about Tyrese Martin, not about these guys that are just taking up minutes right now, like a Jalen Wilson. It is about the rookies.
Yeah, right. Hold on. I just want to get into the other part of the show. The Tyrese Martin top 5 backup point guard in the league. And
Yo, Breeze. I can't, Breeze. I'll give you a
Oh
list right
man.
now, Breeze. I'll look up a
hold on,
He
list for
was
you right now.
negative
Who's better than him?
17 tonight.
hold
Yo,
on, hold
Breezy,
on.
you don't
And
watch defense. You do
yeah,
not
right.
watch defense if you feel
Hold
that
on,
way.
hold on,
He was
hold
Ooh.
on,
negative
hold on.
17. He's horrible.
I pointed
Right,
that
He's
out
a
hold
already,
on.
Pod.
horrible player.
Oh, let him finish
And
though.
the
Let him get it off. Let him get it
right.
off.
Right, and the importance of shot creation. Right now, you've seen the tonight without Cam Thomas and MPJ. You've seen this team without Cam Thomas more than MPJ. MPJ's been really consistent. Seen him at the game tonight. He said, I just think he was resting because on the back-to-back, right? Now I'm saying that to say you get a situation where you got Tyrese Martin as your best shot creator. They tried to go to Terrence Mann for shot creation. You see that tonight, Yegor put up the most shots more than anybody. He shot 18 times. He was 8 for 18. I'm not all the way mad at that. But he shot 14 3-pointers out of 18 shots. I'm kind of mad at that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you 6'8", you got the advantage. Y'all said what y'all said about once McCain was guarding him, he couldn't guard him. Yeah, take advantage of that. You're gonna score like that. So I like the fact that Yegor will shot create, but I don't like his shot selection. I like the fact that he did get the most shots of the game, but is he considered the best shot creator when I contrast him to or compare him to Tyrese Martin? No. Tyrese Martin is a better scorer than Yegor. But I still give Yegor more shots than Tyrese Martin for the sake of player development. So I'm not even mad at Yegor tonight. That's the credit I will give Jordy Fernandez. He gave Yegor, when we talk about player development, he gave Yegor, the point guard, a lottery pick, the most shots in, in the game, more than any other player. So I thought that was dope. So I know he was been critiquing his game, his coaching all night, but that part I don't want to leave out. But I don't really like Zaire taking 10 shots. Clowney, yeah, because I think he's a shot creator, like the second best, without MPJ or Cam Thomas. And Claxton taking 10 shots a game. It's really nobody else to pass it to besides Drake Powell and Danny Wolf. I'm skipping everybody else. I'm skipping
Tyrese Martin, the best shot
Yo,
creator.
the
We better
Tyrese
get a
stuff gotta
top
stop.
four in
Wait,
this draft,
so
man.
Breeze,
I swear, yo.
do you wanna know who's
We
better
better
than
get
the
top four,
Breeze?
yo. I
So you wanna know?
swear.
Wait, so you wanna know who's better than Tyrese if we had a
This
choice
is
to get a six
nasty
man on this
work.
team? We talked about TJ McConnell, Alice Caruso. I'll throw Peyton Pritchard in there, or even Jaime Jaquez. He's being a good six man for Miami right now. Jaime Jaquez. I'll throw him in the running as far as who's better than a Tyrese Martin. I'd say those four guys would be better than him because they actually
better
play
point
six
guard.
man
Javi
roles.
Atkins is a point guard.
Well, he's playing a six-man role for them right now. So you talk about six men. We talk about six men, and Tyrese right now is the pretend six man for this team right now.
I
Right,
don't
He's
know.
not.
Jaime Jaquez is really a wing, but for real, I don't know. Like, if Tyrese Martin is your best shot creator, then I feel like as an
He's
organization, you gotta do something. Like, but I feel like it could be Powell. Like, but then again, we won't know unless he starts. Like, I appreciate the 21 minutes from Powell, but like, dude, you got Yegor getting 30. Like, why can't they get the same amount of minutes?
because
Like, you got
Jordy
Terrence Mann playing 36. Like,
uh,
come on, man.
LM Jordy has Powell
right.
regulated to a secondary playmaker role behind Martin. Martin's collecting the credit. Powell's actually doing the work. If you've seen that, that's what's happening right now. Powell should be the one not only doing the dirty work but collecting on it. Like
Yo,
Tyrese Martin's literally
Tyrese Martin set a
collecting this
Mind
pick.
kid's
you,
paycheck right
He
Horty's
now.
set a
slow
pick
because
against Powell for defense.
if you put Drake in the lineup,
Wait, what, Pod?
but what a defense that he talks about. If you put Drake in the lineup next to Zaire, that's good. That's a good defensive duo right there in
We
terms
talked about that.
of guarding.
We
Right.
talked about
Like,
wanting to see that defensive duo. It could have seen it tonight, but Terrence
Right.
Mann
So
needs priority for some freaking reason.
Right. So hold on. Let me just address this comment in the chat. He rips is 793. He said, "You're never gonna be a moderator with a comment like that." No, I'm just joking. Riff 793. He said Cam T isn't a winning basketball player. Now we're gonna have this conversation real quick.
But I'm
Oh,
saying, Breezy,
damn.
you
I
are
already had
onto
this
something
combo
though.
with you, Breeze. I already had this combo.
Hold on, John.
Hold on. Let me run it back because I feel like he's missing the whole point of the conversation. As you can see, I did not make this show about Cam Thomas. I didn't say it. I said the importance of shot creation. But when you see the importance of shot creation, you gotta include a player like Cam Thomas. Now, let's not ignore the fact that we didn't crack 30 this entire game for one quarter, or the fact that we struggled to get those points. And the one time we scored the most, the opposing team scored as many points. Now, for us to always say, oh, this team got better defense without Cam Thomas, you can see that the 76ers pretty much had a big lead going into the second half. And that's because the 76ers cracked 30 twice. You know what I'm saying? In both quarters in the first half. Now I'm saying that to say it was no pressure for them to score in the second half. So they didn't really necessarily had to go and crack 30. It was up for us to score more points. We scored 27 and then we scored 28.
It's not up
So
to us to stop them on defense.
I'm saying
Jordy
that this
got you.
I'm saying that to say that y'all make it seem like he's such a bad Ken Thomas not there. We still not stopping these players. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, we missed. Listen, we missed his points more than his quote unquote lack of defense. That's what I'm getting.
Is Cam Thomas.
To be fair, Breezy, we're not saying that Cam Thomas is the. I mean, he is the worst defender, but we're not saying the defense back.
Hell no, he the worst defender on this roster.
He's a fine
absolutely.
He's absolutely the worst defender on his roster.
Him and
Diego can give you something.
He got injured and the Nets went up 10 points in defensive rating.
Damn,
that shit is crazy.
That's cold. That's cold, pod, but true. That's cold, but true.
My argument was that Cam Thomas is not the sole reason.
I think he could be the best sixth man in the league, though.
All of that's not on Cam
Thomas.
I'm
not saying that. Cam Thomas is not the reason why we're bad at defense.
I told Cam Thomas and Terrence Mann were together. That was the problem. That's just doubling your problems.
Pod, I told Breeze on the last show that Pod, I told Breeze on the last show that Cam in this type of system we're creating right now, he's a great six man because the second unit he can run it as he wants. You have to run the offense to Cam Thomas second because we have no alpha right now to do that.
So hold on, let me ask you. Cam Thomas not in the starting lineup. How much the defense is supposed to hold the opposing team to as far as points is concerned? Going into the second quarter, they're not supposed to. Cam Thomas not in the lineup. You be so much a better defense in the without Cam Thomas, right? How many points we supposed to only allow going into that second quarter without Cam Thomas in the lineup?
Like less than 5 or 10, like as far as like points.
No. What you mean 5 or 10? I'm talking about going into the second quarter. How much the opposing team supposed to have since Cam Thomas not in the lineup for 25 points? What 26?
No, that's not even in the because that could be just possessions will decide what the end score is. If you're playing a fast game, you're going up and down. Your possessions could the numbers arbitrary. It's what can you your defensive assignment can you handle that? Are you gonna holding a team to 25 might not mean anything if they hold you to 24, but if the point with the Nets is the Nets
y'all make
don't
it
have
seem like that Cam Thomas is the only player getting beat on defense. It's not true.
No, it's not about
nobody says that.
It's about his role. It's about his role on the team.
Let me give you an example.
Did y'all listen to the game? Did y'all listen to the game? Let me give you an example from tonight.
Breeze, can Cam Thomas hold his own individually on defense?
Nope. On defense, nope.
I'm not even saying. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about the team. I'm just talking about him individually.
Hold on. First and foremost, one of the things that separate good and bad teams is fast break defense. And we don't have that, bro. And that's not on Cam Thomas. We got beat down the floor a lot of times tonight. You know what I mean?
No one's saying it's not. Fast break points you always going to get. It's a fast-paced game. I'm just saying when it comes to the half court, yeah, that's where you got to show, can I leave you alone? Do I always got to help you? Can you guard your man? And realistically, yes, Cam is the worst on the team when it comes to that. Now, is he the reason why the defense is bad? No. Most of these guys on this team need defensive work. I'm not putting that on Cam Thomas, but at the same time, most of these guys on this team gives you more resistance than Cam Thomas.
Drake Powell has the defensive intangibles Cam doesn't have. I made the argument.
If Powell was in the lineup, I feel like our defense would be more better. Because he's the best defender on the team.
And Powell can self-create. Powell's not a 3-and-D guy. He can self-create his own shot.
All them guards tonight got beat. hard, beat bad,
Pause.
beat bad today. They was going in the paint left and right. Now, yeah, Maxi is a top guard in the league, but
And
the other
Maxi's also the
guards wasn't.
speediest player in the
But the other
NBA.
guards wasn't, and they were
Yo,
getting in the paint.
Maxi
They
out
were
rebounded
getting
our bigs.
they
Maxi had
were
9
getting right
rebounds,
in
man.
the paint all day,
This team
all
needs
day,
everything. It's not just
Yeah.
on defense. Like we
and
need
that's
everything
including
from top to
everybody,
bottom.
everybody,
We need better
But
everybody.
you want
rebounding.
to
We
know what?
need
I think
better
they got a good
like
start with these three rookies, man. The three rookies tonight gave me a lot of hope. I don't understand what Jordy is doing. It makes no sense to me. But the three rookies look good tonight, man. Like not maybe not good enough to start, maybe not good enough to play crazy minutes, but it
Well,
looked
y'all
like
sound like me when I say that. That's
but
what I'm
that's this what I'm
saying.
saying. Powell got 21
I'm
minutes
not
tonight.
saying that they shouldn't
And he only
play.
got
I'm
two
just
shots.
saying they not. You know,
But Scott, they're not getting the full
that's
Yegor
not
got the
thrust.
most.
that's
Yegor
that's not
spend
the
the most
argument to be
time with
making.
the starters. With the starters, so his confidence is high. His confidence is real
Because he's
good.
developing his
It's
own
not
game.
just,
Like
but you can't
he's
His
just get
developing
that.
his
You
own
confidence
gotta have
high.
game.
that in your. You gotta have that in yourself too. Like
I
I get
understand
what you're
that, but
saying,
you
but
you got to get them minutes because college ball and NBA ball is two different things.
You should tell Jordy that,
it's
Scott. That is
minutes
great
as well, but
advice.
it's
You should
also
tell
a
Jordy that.
mentality. Like
Because even a suck team
if you
got good
playing with a weak
players.
Wait,
mentality, you're
Pa-
not putting up them shots.
Yeah,
Pa-
that's
Pa-
true.
Hawthorne,
That's true.
didn't Jordy tell the NBA media that he didn't know why Powell wasn't getting playing time in North Carolina? He actually said that, right? The guy that was actually supposed to be super
No,
involved in the draft.
that's not what he said. He said he never saw Powell in college. He don't know
Wow.
what Powell looked like in college.
Okay, that kind of
That
tells you
that
Jordy's
scared the
mindset.
shit out of me when I heard him say
All
that.
about it's all about winning for Jordy. It's all about winning and nothing in between. That's why I give the rookies more credit than I'm giving Jordy for the others. The rookies are actually putting in the time and work just to get noticed on the court. Like Yegor tonight had a bad first half, but a great second half. That's development. Like you just trust your rookies, they'll reward your faith. But Jordy, man, like the thing with Zaire, I got to bench him and then I'm going to start him. Why bench him in the first place? Look at Claxton and Dayron tonight. I wonder what Jordy's going to tell them about their defense tonight, which was straight up garbage. Is he going to bench them? Oh no, it's going to be Zaire because he's a horrible defender
John,
after 1 2 games. Like stop, Jordy, stop.
John, but I do. John, you don't see like the beginnings of something that could be good. That if
If
he
I
hit
was
on
the
three rookies, if Marks hit on three rookies, I gotta give him a shot to finish it off because
fire him next summer, that's what I would do. The
I
manager.
you know that's where I'm at with it too. But I just think that the three rookies looked so good yesterday. We know none of them is the 1A. If you get the 1A next year and you fix the center problem, this could be a really this rebuild could work, man.
It
That's
depends how we utilize. It depends who we draft in next year's draft and how you utilize the cap space. If we move off a Claxton pod, we have over $60 million of cap space, which gives us a lot of moves to get actual winning pieces with the rookies. But I agree with you. If I was a GM after tonight's game, I'm saying Claxton and man, you guys gave me a lot of effort. I'm sitting you both down. The lineup is now going to be Yegor, Powell,
they don't have to sit them
Wolf,
down.
Clowney, and
They,
MPJ. But I'm not
they don't
playing Claxton and Man going forward. But just because the rookies play good tonight, let's just play the rookies at this point. Let's just
you
stop
don't
with this
have to
veteran
sit them
BS.
down. I don't I like you don't have to go to that extreme. You
I
could
No, you
would.
just
don't.
you
I
could
would if
just
I'm
That's too
trying to get a
much.
you
top
could
pick. I would
find
if I had a
you got
spine. I would as a GM.
you if you could find a 30 minutes for these guys. I don't care who comes off the bench. I don't care. It doesn't matter. They just need reps. If
All
they
right,
get reps, if they get the more reps they have, the better they look to me. They're
all
start
right.
like the game is still super fast to them, but if you the more you play them, the sooner the game slows down. And now you're starting to see Yegor's game. Now you're starting to see Powell's game. Now you're starting to see Wolf's game. Like like and
They're
then
starting
letting
to
them play.
individually separate themselves. I agree with you. They're starting like they
But
all have playmaking abilities, but they're separating themselves from each
you
other in a way,
you
which
know what
is
I'm
good.
saying? It's just there's
Yeah.
nothing that these other vets are doing. Like the only vet I feel like has to play is MPJ, and
Right.
after that, the rest is a waste of time. Like it's like this rebuild could go really right because I didn't expect what I saw from Danny Wolf. I know it's just 5-5. I'm not trying to blow it out of proportion. I'm just talking about how he played
He
against
was
Right,
NBA
but
players.
that's what I'm saying. All right, so let's just stay there because we're not going to agree about Cam Thomas. I'm just going to move forward amicably as a Nets fan. You understand? But what I will say is this: let's just talk about Danny Wolf and his shot creation because for one, him grabbing them defensive rebounds is shot creation off rip. Soon as he get it, he just pushing the pace. So that's shot creation to me because now you could find a shooter, you could go to the basket. Let's for one, you can go straight to the rim. Or you could find somebody on the wing or go into the basket on a fast break. So off of the rebound, off the defensive rebound, he's shot creating. He's going to shoot the three. He's going to get to the rim. He got three ways to shot create. So I'm gonna go back to Python, then we're gonna go around the panel. Shout out to everybody here. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about Danny Wolf shot creation and what he will mean to the Nets this season?
No,
okay.
yeah, that's a great. That's like the shot creation for Danny Wolf is what got me raving about him tonight. He took a dribble drive to the basket,
Right.
up and under, and he drew fouls.
Right.
You know, like if I'm telling you, I cannot remember. Like they had to force Clowney even to start the dribble drive from the three. To see him do that, and again, he's not no baby. He's 21 years old, Danny Wolf. But that was a grown man move, and he should do that 5 times a game. The 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 shot creation is there. The passing is there. He hit Drake with this pass. Unfortunately, Drake stepped out of bounds. Yo, coming down baseline, that could be like a go-to play for them. How do you
Right.
stop that? How do you
Right.
stop that? And the best is yet to come. You're gonna add another piece. Like, why not get these guys as much minutes as possible so that they can move forward as a team to the next step? I just don't understand that. I don't understand what he's like. That's what I would ask Jordy. What are you trying to accomplish? Like,
I
where you going with this?
he just wants to
You
win
know what
so
I'm saying?
badly,
What's the
and I
vision?
Hold
Because I don't
Hold
get it.
on, yeah. Hold on. I gotta answer this question, man. Shout out to the ruler 5420 underscore 5421. He said the super chat. He asked, "Who's worse than CT on defense on this team?" All right. I will have to say probably. Damn, that's tough,
really, Breeze. That's a tough.
Well,
I'd
man.
say Jalen Wilson. That guy just shoots threes and gets his ass kicked most
I
of the
don't want to
time.
pick. I might have to say, damn. You know what I mean? Or Tyrese Martin,
He-
Tyrese Martin, or
they're both
Tyson at the end.
they're
Tyson at
both
the
better
end, he
than
barely plays.
they're Etienne.
That's a good one. Yo,
He
Breezy
said,
gave him a shout out. I gotta give it to Breezy. He gave Tyson Etienne probably the only shout out he'll get this year. Nah, but Pod made so many valid points though. Like what you saw from Wolf tonight was he was aggressive off the bat. Like it took Yegor a few games to get aggressive. Powell, it took Jay from BK tell him to be aggressive. But Wolf, right off the bat, Pod, you saw him going to the rim, going by people. He can dribble up full court. He's a playmaking point guard center, which is special to have. Like just give him the opportunity going forward right now. Claxton, you're probably gonna get traded. Aaron is probably up in the air, but Wolf is making a case to stay up here, and we should let him play with these other bigs, see what chemistry they can be built. But he was making some great passes. I think he had a one-arm pass to somebody. I think that was Powell who was out of bounds, like you said. But man, he can pass well. He can
yeah,
make reads really well off the path,
right.
which is great. So let's give him a
Yeah,
shot. But I have a small question for Pod. I don't know
he
if
has
Wolf
a
is
high
going to be our
basketball IQ.
yeah, Pod, this is my small question. I don't know if Wolf will be our starting center next year, but if there's a center out there that we could get on this team right now that could maybe play with Wolf, who would you have in mind for us? We talked about this a bit on Breezy's show last time. If you move a Claxton, maybe Dayron,
Hold
who's a
on.
center out there that
Hold,
you see
hold,
fits the identity that Jordy wants? Like
hold,
anybody.
hold on. Yeah, I'm not. This is just an added part to the super chat. I said that. And if you send a super chat, I celebrate the fan. I didn't celebrate the Ruler FN post. But what I will say of the 5421 is that the Ruler FN, he always in the chat. He always saying something funny. He always contributing to the show in some way or another. And thank you for the super chat. And I appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? You super chat. I gotta make you a moderator on the page for sure. But go ahead, John and Parthon. I just that's
Yeah,
just part
Pod.
of.
Yeah, so like, Pod, what center do you think out there that could fit this system? Maybe play with Wolf on the court. So I think we agree having two bigs on the court all times is better for this team if we want to get as big and bad as some of these other teams. Like, who's a center out there that you would have your eye on? That's like, man, that guy might fit the system. Like, who do you think? Pod,
You did.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
did you hear the question?
I didn't hear the question though.
So the question is, if there was a center out there that could fit this system and play alongside Wolf maybe next year, if Wolf isn't fully ready to be a starting big, who'd you have in mind that fits the system? You somebody in the draft or free agency or trade market? Any big out there that you see that goes, wow, that could be a Brooklyn center for us?
You
Like, who would
you
you have in mind?
either you have to find out this year, which is why I don't know why they're wasting Danny Wolf's time. You got to
Mm-hmm.
find out this year if Danny Wolf is your center, because if he's your center, then you can stay where you are, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
But if he's not your center, you may have to trade assets to
Mm-hmm.
get like a Chris Sinak. There's nobody
Christian
really in
Mack.
the league that I would say like that you could possibly get that I would say is like a huge, upgrade. Your center might be in the drafts, or Danny Wolf is your center. You got to find
Uh,
that out. You can't be like it can't be January and you still don't know is Danny Wolf a part of what you're doing going forward?
In other
Because
words, you
it's
can't.
gonna cost you. It's
Yeah,
gonna
you
cost
can't.
you.
You can't get it from another team. Other teams are going to make you pay.
right. But no,
Yeah, and
that's a fair point. That's a fair point, Pod, man. That's why I
No,
think we talked about.
hold on. I want y'all. I just want to add to the conversation by
Mm.
showing y'all the 2025 NBA free agents that census that's unrestricted.
Oh,
These are the
nice, nice.
this would probably contribute to the conversation and give you a who's who of who would be possible in this situation.
Ain't
Now,
none of
me,
them worth jack.
nah, I like Bamba. I like Mohammed Bamba. I like
He's
Bamba.
all right. I mean, he all right, but it ain't
Bamba's a
no.
project still. He has
Yeah,
nah,
some
it's not.
Bamba
It's
versatility.
Bamba
not.
stinks. He's not good.
I'm telling you,
Taj
none of them
Gibson is
is.
still
That
playing. I
song
thought
goes
Taj
hard though.
retired. Taj Gibson's still playing. That's
You know
crazy.
how hard it
Yeah,
is to get
Taj
a
gets
center, man.
he from Brooklyn, man. I got love for
Ain't
Taj.
he collected Social Security and
People
contracts
act
right
like
now?
centers grow on trees. It's not that many of them
No, but
do.
that's why I said you either gonna spend
But I'm just
assets
saying, y'all
to
already
get
talking
Chris
about getting a
Sinak.
different center. These are the restricted free agents.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm glad you showed that. But I even talked about trade market. Like there are two potential restricted free agents: Kessler Walker and Duran. Duran's likely staying with Detroit, but the Walker Kessler situation is interesting. But if you did like a sign and
Nah,
trade, Danny Ainge is the devil you work with. But I thought you brought up an interesting point with Chris Sinak. He's the best rated center, I think, in the draft, and we talked about that. It's crucial to get a second potential lottery pick. OKC Pod. That is a team we got to talk about doing a pick swap, but they currently have three lottery picks right now in the
OKC don't
Tankathon
care.
standings. We got to
So
make a deal
Presti
with
don't.
them
Presti don't
hold
for
care. He's
on.
one
gonna
pick.
make every one of those picks, and he don't care.
Damn.
Right, but
He's
just slowing it down to this comment. Range Rover, the 90, a moderator on the page. He says, since it's all at a premium right now due to Jokic, some teams are using the double big man lineup. Jokic, Valanciunas, Sagoon Adams, Gobert, Randall. Now I agree with the double big lineup. I wish we could see more of that from us. But case in point is, I would say they both bigs, but they not anchors. None of them. I don't look at Clowney like an anchor, and I don't look like at Clax like an anchor. But I said that to say Walker Kessler, he probably an anchor, but it'd be tougher to get him than it is any of these players that was on the screen. And
you
so where did we value
listen.
Clax?
Did
You
you
know what I'm saying? It's not easy. It's easier said
Claxton?
than done. I know that.
Claxton, you're not gonna be able to trade him, so you're gonna have to find a role for him regardless.
No, we could
Even
trade
even
them.
though he's only making 20 mil, I don't see a team that has a center that's not as that he's better than.
Boston don't have a center right now. That's why the Simons deal
Boston is
works for us
tanking.
because we
Don't
get
worry
caps.
about Boston.
No, they're competing right. Listen, they still have Jalen Brown, they still have
Yeah,
Derek. I saw them play
yeah,
against Detroit
they're
Pod. They were
trying.
not playing to lose. They were playing to win. They still want to win,
Yeah,
even if it looks like they
yeah,
might be
but
trying to get a lottery pick.
trust me, Brad Stevens is trying to tank. He's trying to trade. He's not trying to keep the point guard he has. That's his best backup point guard, and he's
Yep,
trying to trade him to get under the cap. Why? They're not trying to win.
but they don't
They
have a
don't care.
center.
The reason why they don't have a center for the same reason why the Nets don't have a point guard. They're not trying to win.
I understand that, but there's some teams that might need a big, like Pacers. They might eventually need a center. The
For
Lakers, I
what?
don't think Ayton
What do
is a
they need?
long term fit for them.
What do the
Like
Pacers
they're
need a center for? They're tanking.
No, I get that some of the teams that we could trade Claxton to right now want to tank, but next summer that could all change. Where Pacers, boss, if they hit high in the lottery, they're gonna want to get a center if they don't have one already. So Claxton does have some type of trade value. It's just it really is Boston right now because they're the only team in the tanking part that are trying right now. That's all the
I,
point I'm trying to make to you is every
yeah,
other
no,
team is like laying
I
low right now. I
so
agree with you on that.
let's make a prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction on this. I bet you Claxton goes nowhere.
I
I
hope he
bet you.
goes
I
somewhere
bet you.
and like,
I,
we get
I bet
expiring
you.
salary for it.
I bet you he does not. He is still on the Brooklyn Nets when we're talking basketball this
But,
time next year.
but Pod, what about Claxton for Vucevic and a first? I mean, the Bulls are a team that never wants to tank. Vucevic
That's
expiring contract. That would
they're
be a
not giving
perfect
you a
trade for
first.
us.
They're not giving you a first. Like
No, come on, they have to. You're giving me Vucevic. I need something to take
uh,
on that salary and let you
they're
guys be
they're
competitive.
not trading you Vucevic. They're not. They're doing
He's
all
on
right.
expiring salary and he's 35 or 36, bro. Come on.
Just
Like,
doesn't matter. He's not going
okay.
There
anywhere.
is no centers out there. There's
Scott,
no.
you don't know that. We could make a trade if the timing is right. I
Nobody's
don't mean the
gonna make
options are
you
No,
somewhat
it
trade.
limited,
doesn't.
but there
Nobody's
are
gonna
options
trade.
out
Don't.
there.
Nobody's
How did?
trading.
Hey, John, how did Detroit get their center?
They drafted him.
Okay, so relax, all right? That's
Right.
how we're gonna get our center. If
Yeah,
we
yeah.
That's
we
no
either
guarantee.
drafted
Wait,
him,
wait.
we
Sean
either
Marks doesn't
drafted
like
him last
centers.
year or
Pod,
we're
you
gonna
made a
draft him
mistake
this
just
year.
there. Sean Marks doesn't like actual centers. So if there's one available, he has no choice but to trade for them if he wants to save his job.
No,
I'll put
there's
that one
no.
out
He's
there.
not trading Clax. He's not going to do
Yeah,
it.
You,
he's not.
Scott, come
Crack's
on,
not going
come on. Did
nowhere.
you see what he did? Look what he did tonight, guys.
I
Against no
It
know.
was
centers, he was
horrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
but that's not the point. The point
Yes,
is
the point.
there is nothing out there.
There's
There's
not
nothing
That's
nobody's
not
there.
trading.
true,
You're not
Scott.
going to
Hey,
give up your
John,
man
John,
for
John. If
nothing.
you can't guard Jokic, what can you do? Can you
Get
win
in the
anything?
center that can.
Hold on. Who are you
Who?
gonna get that can guard
Who?
who can guard Wemby?
Who?
Who are you gonna get? Who are you gonna get that's gonna do something with Cat?
All I know is we
You
need an
have to
actual
draft him.
center that can guard their position and be an actual center. There are some options out
All
there.
right.
The
So
Nets might
who?
have to pay something though to get one of them. And if one of them aren't
Who?
available,
Who?
that's what you should
Who?
do.
Who?
Walker Kessler, listen, if Danny H don't
No.
want to save him,
But
we should make an offer for him that they
Why?
can't match.
You think you could pay? Is it possible that the Nets can pay more than? And they're not. Nobody's paying Walker Kessler crazy money. The new CBA doesn't allow for that. But you think the Nets are gonna give like 20 mil plus? Well, it's gonna be like 25 mil plus for Walker Kessler. No,
If they need a
they've got.
center and they don't draft one in June and they earn free agency and they don't have an actual center and Claxton, let's say, is traded, they have to go after an actual center. Walker Kessler is the only guy that's a restricted free agent that's in a situation where he might be movable if the Nets are willing to buck up the price slightly around the $20 million salary you want. And Danny Ainge seems like a guy that's content with tanking again and not paying this guy.
Nah, he's not tanking anymore either. But listen, that's not happening. They gotta draft it or they gotta develop the one they got. That's
If
just it.
But we
That's
got
just
we got to trade for a second lottery pick, and OKC is the only team where we should swap some of those Knicks picks to get one of their picks. They have no reason to draft next year, Podthorn. They are in a dominant position like we've never
I
seen a sports entity dominate something. We
John,
actually have picks that they can use later
didn't we see
on.
that? Didn't we say that last year too when we thought that they would trade for Cam Johnson?
Right, but
I've
this ain't
learned
about players. This
I've
is
learned
about
my
picks.
lesson.
I know, but
I've
Pod,
learned my
we
but
have the Nuggets pick, which they could utilize. We have We have some late Knicks picks to realize. If we could get that Clippers pick some way, somehow, we're actually in a position to do it because we have other teams' picks. We need a Clippers pick or one
Okay,
of their other picks if they
that's
don't need.
possible. Like you could do a trade two to get one high one. I could see that happening. You could
We
do another
should.
Houston type trade, but that's not like Presti just drafts their guys and keeps going. Like I want a AJ Mitch is that his name Mitchell? AJ
Mitchell.
Mitchell. That's who I would love to see as Nets point guard. He balls out whenever he comes off the bench. He's just on a super good team. But we don't have nothing that we can offer them.
We have Knicks picks and that Nuggets pick. That Nuggets pick, they could hold on to that later
Why
down
do
the
they
line if
care?
they want to contend again or
Why,
rebuild. Like
why do
that's a pick they can.
why do they care? The picks that they're holding are from worse teams.
Yeah, but they need future picks because they can't draft anybody next year. They have 4 picks next year's draft. They have no roster room. They can't move some of the guys they signed unless they
Sure
just
they
want to play rookies, which
sure
they
they
already
can.
have rookies who haven't played yet in Sorber and Topic.
Listen, they're gonna have guys that's gonna go,
Yeah.
and
Then that's
that's
when you
it.
pick
They
one.
not giving up. They're picking their next dynasty team,
I'm
man.
just
Yeah.
saying, we're actually in a position to maybe
Like
do a pick
I'm
swap
not
with them. Not a lot of teams have other
John. You
teams'
gotta
picks.
track.
We
Sometimes it's
do.
better to sit, John.
Oh,
Scott,
Sometimes
sit,
you
Scott.
gotta
Scott,
look
we have
at
no reason to
Presti's track
sit next
record. You don't
summer.
know who he
Rockets
no,
have
I'm
a
just
pick.
saying sometimes it'll fall in your lap.
Oh
What you
yeah,
looking
just like
for?
those 6 picks from Mikel. Come on,
Well, you just said OKC got picks, right? They're gonna
they
pick.
have
They're
no
gonna make
roster
those
space
picks
though.
because
They have
that's
no
what they're
roster
gonna.
space though to do
They're
it though.
gonna take the picks because that's what they're gonna do. They
Really?
gonna, and then those players on their bench will be free.
Listen, we
So
got to get a
that's
second.
when you move in. You
We
move
got to
in,
find
and
a way to get a second pick in next year's draft. It is paramount, and if it leads to getting a center like a Sinek in like a second lottery pick, that's what we have to do. Claxton, Dayrun are not it. They got beat by invisible centers tonight. That's scary. That is
I
scary.
told you what happened. I
know-
told you the guards got in the paint,
Oh,
right?
come on. They can't out-rebound them. You can tell me Claxton Dayrun could only get 8 rebounds between them, Scott. Come on.
You can't.
That's
you
that's just them not owning up to their own skill set, which is still not great on this team.
Listen, when Claxton saw Drummond go out tonight, he thanked Jesus, boy.
Meh.
Drummond manhandles
yeah,
Claxton.
yeah.
Yo, it's not even fair, man.
The problem with him is, the big centers give him a problem. Yeah.
Yo, we should talk about Philly. They got to make some moves. Their front court's decimated. Drummond hyperextended his knee. Like, their front court is really, really bad.
I got nothing to say about Philly. They're not good enough to beat the Knicks, so I don't want to talk about them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just saying I would rule them out as a trade partner for us because their front court is really bad, and we don't want them in the lottery with us, Breeze. They
What's up,
should
Jay?
be, like, out of the lottery right now, but
hold on,
their
you
front court is dragging them right now.
Bro, they already said they're the NBA sweethearts. All of those hub teams, all of those surrounding
NBA
teams, they
sweethearts.
always get blessed in the draft. You don't see that? The Lakers,
But we
the
haven't been
Celtics,
picking in the
76ers,
draft.
they
We
won.
every time we were supposed to be picking high in the draft. Boston had our picks.
Jamal, they're
You,
gods. Come on.
you can't say that we don't get blessed in the draft. We've only had our pick and was in the draft like 2 times.
yeah,
And
for
maybe
the past
one
10
time.
years.
Like you can't say that.
They get top lottery picks. Yes, they can. It's the facts.
No,
Yo, the 76ers, bro,
we got
they had
the last
around
time we
3-4
stunk, we got the
leaders.
3rd pick overall. The last time we stunk, we got the 3rd pick overall. Right? We took
Bro, you talking about when it don't
we
benefit
took
us.
Derek Favors with it. Then when
Yeah.
we stunk again, when we tanked and didn't have our pick,
What was that?
Jason
2000,
Tatum.
20 years ago.
Hawthorne, we had a pick to draft
That was
Tyrese
not 20 years
Maxey, and we
ago.
traded it for Landry Shamet.
That's right.
Disgusting.
That's right. We don't take our chances is what people not realizing. Like I'm not going for the conspiracy theories this year. I'm going straight up. Do your job. Give yourself the highest rate and let the chips fall where they may.
Yo, if we would have drafted Tyrese Maxey and then broke up the big 3, imagine how great a position we'd be in right now. Like, seriously, if we didn't trade for Landry Shamet, man. Like that's how bad this front office is. This front office, man, it is a joke, man. It is like it's a sad joke. It's not even
Yeah.
a good joke. Like they
Fellas,
literally,
I
they
gotta
don't believe in
bounce.
actual censors. They don't believe in actually investing in young talent. Like that's why they don't overpay certain young players. They always want to overpay
Hey,
role
hey,
players or
John, right
overpay
quick. Happy
stars,
Happy
and then they want to
Thanksgiving
leave.
to you and your families.
Thank
Happy
you, Pod.
holidays to the whole crew. I got to dance. I'm gonna spend some time with the lady,
Have
All
a
and
right.
good, have a good one,
Enjoy.
Pod.
See you later.
Fun convo, man. Be
but
well.
y'all,
Later,
good
bye.
things is happening. We arguing and stuff, and we worried, but I think I'm seeing good things happen. I'm seeing a
Yeah, it's
full
gonna work
building.
out. It's gonna
I'm
work
seeing a
out.
Yeah.
full building. I'm seeing, and we're a bad team. I'm seeing a full building, and I'm seeing the young guys start to thaw out. So I'm hyped. Anyway, later,
Yeah.
y'all.
All right.
Later.
I
Be well,
appreciate
Pod.
it, Pod. Yeah. Love. Yo, Jamal, you agree with Pod? You see any good things about the Brooklyn Nets? Any bright spots? You got me crying in the chat about Drake Powell, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, Jamal, you
Yo,
guys can explain
yo,
it to
what's
me,
good?
brother.
What's good?
Claxton, man.
What's
What
up,
up?
Jamal?
What? Listen. John, if you got four people, even if you play in street ball, bro, if you got four people on the opposite team getting rebounds over one person, if you got four people in the paint trying to get a rebound, you think that one person gonna get the rebound?
They are guards. He's supposed to be a center.
It
7
doesn't
years. He
matter,
can't
John.
develop
It
a few
doesn't.
pounds of
If you
muscle,
okay,
Jamal?
let me ask you
Come
a question. If
on.
you getting jumped by four people, you gonna beat all of them?
This is basketball, not hockey. This is
You go, but
basketball. This is basketball,
that's what I'm
not
saying. If you
hockey.
getting jumped by four people, are you gonna beat them?
Jamal, he's supposed to be a center. This guy's playing like a fashion
It
model.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, John. You're not
Well,
answering the question. If you
Jamal,
in the paint and you got four people trying to get a rebound, mind you, these are not like 5 feet type of players. These are 6'5", 6'7" type of players.
Darren McCain is a skinny dude, bro, and he was giving Claxton some work tonight, man. Come on.
John, I think it's unrealistic sometimes. The way the Nets fan think, I'm not gonna lie. Like even when I put in the chat earlier, I
Don't
said,
call
"Yo,
us
I'm at a
face.
point.
Call him out. Don't
I'm at a
call us.
point. Nah. I'm at a point, Breezy, where it's like I'm so sick of the Nets fan base. Like I'm ready to just rebuild everything. Just strip it all down. Strip it all down. Strip it all down. Just everybody's out. Clean house. Clean house. Cause these dudes are never happy. After every game is something. Y'all want them to lose, but then y'all crying when they losing.
We want the rookies to play more than the vets. I mean, Jamal, you
All
cannot
right.
tell me that
So get rid of everybody. Get
Jamal,
rid of
you cannot
everybody.
tell me that
John.
Dayron and Claxton can only get 8 rebounds between them, and Tyrese Maxey has 9
So
rebounds.
so
You can't tell me
John,
that
this is
one
what
of
I'm
our
trying to say.
vet guards has
This is
more
what I'm trying to
rebounds than
say.
them.
So this is what I'm trying to say, John. Strip it down. Let's see how everything is after everybody's gone. Because
We keep in the
then
rookies.
you're gonna complain. You're gonna complain about Danny Wolf. I guarantee you. I
Danny
guarantee
Wolf
you're
is
gonna complain
actually
about Danny
playing
Wolf.
point center. It took
No,
Claxton 7 years to be a point center, and he's not a
I'm
point
telling
center.
you. I'm telling you. Everything that you complain about, you're gonna find new complaints about these new players. I'm telling you right now. So
Wait,
just get
Jamal,
rid of
I've
them.
been the one pushing Drake Powell to start for how many weeks, Breeze? Have I been on your show saying Drake Powell should be a
And then
starting
you
guard?
and
How
then
many
John,
weeks have I been doing that?
I swear to you by next season, if he get a full start and he's garbage, you're gonna be like, yo,
No,
get
no,
rid of
no.
him.
You know
Get
what?
rid
You
of
know why
him.
he's not going to be? Drake Powell's an athlete. He actually knows how to play basketball. He's had some of our best shots as a rookie. Terrence Mann, this guy can't even get a good shot off anymore. That's how bad he
Listen,
is.
I agree
Come
with the
on.
Terrence man. He could go. Terrence man could go. I don't care. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we're always gonna find a new complaint to complain about. They're losing. Let them lose. Let them lose.
Jamal,
Next
you
year,
have
the
to have
reality is,
development with
but
losing. You cannot
the
just
reality is, John, we have to win by next year. We ain't got no pick.
We have to start winning next year. It's not just a
We
matter of
ha-
it happen
it's
next year.
not
As
it's
much as
not
we
about
all want
start.
that,
We have
it's to
to.
start.
We
It's to
have to.
start
Yeah, next
winning.
year we get.
You need to start.
We have to. We don't have no ifs ands or buts. We have to.
I agree with you, Jamal, but this is what we do
Yeah,
know.
I
We
think
do
next year.
know we
I
need
think
an
next
actual
year.
center. You can't
Yeah,
have these rookies playing good ball and not have an actual
Who?
center that
Who?
could back them.
Who?
Scott, we
Who?
have potential draft
Who?
options or we have the trade market.
Nobody's trading a center,
Scott, you
man.
don't know that, Scott. We have all these 31 picks. Wait, Scott, we have 31 picks. We going to draft everybody? Draft every random Joe that shows up on a scouting report?
No, it ain't
No.
got
We need
nothing to do with
talent.
what we got. It's got a lot to do with what they got. And
Oh,
they got a center. and they're going to keep their center. I'm
Scott,
telling
some of
you.
these teams are gonna have to rebuild soon, right? Some of these teams are against the second
Well,
apron
then,
or
and
being
until
competitive
then,
and not winning.
until
That's where we
then,
come in.
that's when it happened. That's when you can jump in.
Well, it has to start next summer. That's why
You
trading
can't
Claxton
start
makes
this
sense right
year.
now. You need
It
a center
can't.
next summer.
Everybody's set with their centers, man.
No, they're not.
Yo,
Half these
hold
teams
on,
are gonna have to
hold on.
rebuild soon.
But
Yeah,
nah,
but let them.
but what I will say is they did try to invest in Clarks at the center. And in my opinion, they missed. They still impacted by not signing Jared Allen, in my opinion.
I
Right,
And
agree,
I'm saying,
Bruce. I
right,
agree.
right.
I agree.
at least
But
Jared Allen give you the presence of an anchor on defense, opposed to a
Right.
safety. And
Exactly.
you know he's trying to play the perimeter. You know he
They
might
had
be a
their
little
center.
on,
but
right.
but
You might be a little slow footed on the perimeter, but they built around those weaknesses. Like they'll find a switch. They had good wings on defense, like even a Coro, all these players they did to, and even Evan Mobley. He's somebody that'll play the perimeter before Jared Allen. So I'm saying that to say, but they still find a significance in having an anchor on defense. So the
Right.
two big, one of them gotta be an anchor on defense, not just about having two bigs. You don't want both of them playing good. You do want them both to play the perimeter, but you need somebody, contesting shots at the paint. You know what I'm saying?
breezy,
And when you
breezy. Can
have
you
that,
imagine? Can you
what it is.
imagine if we would have had Jared Allen and Clax playing like the 4 and 5?
Oh,
What?
that's
Yo,
tough.
Clax is not a fourth. Oh, talking about your thing about him being a fourth. It will never happen unless there's a Pascal
That'll
Siakam
be
game
tough.
overnight. It's not gonna happen. This guy is not a fourth. He took two threes this year. Didn't even touch rim in 7 years. That he's not a four. A four guy, my
He
guy.
had a 3-pointer
Come
last
on.
year, bro. He
Oh,
hit
yeah,
a
So
last
so
year,
wait.
three-pointer.
right. At the end of the season.
So look, I'm just saying as far as a
Come
big,
on.
as far as a big, right? If you
Not
would
a
have
big
had
man.
Jared Allen and you would have had Claxton at the same time, you could have had some type of rebounding and defense going on.
You have zero spacing though. You
Even
can't
on
have two.
rotation. Even
You
on
can't have two.
rotation.
Because
Yeah.
You can't have
because
two
you
bigs
had
with zero
two you would have
spacing
had
though.
two mobile bigs. You would have had two mobile
Right.
bigs. But
Yeah.
when Jared Allen was here, I remember being in these spaces and listening to Nets fans and talk about how soft he was.
Yeah, I
Like y'all
remember.
can't have it both ways. Y'all say,
Yeah,
"Oh, yo, he's soft. He got to get off this team." But then when he leaves, oh my God, we miss him. We this and that. Come on.
he's an actual sensor though. He developed muscle. Claxton's in year 7. He's
But y'all
closer to a
wanted him
fashion model
all.
weight than an actual basketball player weight. That's what we're trying
Y'all
to
wanted
say.
him. Y'all wanted him off the team though. A lot of
Because he's
people
not
wanted
an
him
actual
off the
sensor.
team. No, I'm
Jared
talking
Allen?
about.
I
I'm talking
didn't
about
want
Jared
Jared
Allen. A
Allen off
lot
the
of people
team.
wanted him off the team.
I didn't want Jared. What we should have done is when
Not
we
me.
traded
I
for
wanted him
Harden,
on.
we should have found a way to keep Jared Allen, man. But I guess it was impossible because nobody else could match the salary we had to send out. But man, that really bit us in the butt. And that's why I say if the Cavs don't, wait, Jamal, here's an answer. If the Cavs don't win a title this year, we should trade for the Fro this summer. Bring Jared Allen back to the Barclays. You want to rev up the crowd? Bring Jared Allen back. Have him and Danny Wolf be a front court. Let's do
That's
it.
tough.
I'm all for
That's
that, little breezy. Get the Fro back. Hashtag get the Fro back. I'm in on that, man. Thank you, Jamal Scott. That's who we should go get. Jared
Yeah.
freaking Allen. There you
Hold
go.
on, hold on. Javon Ship, he sent the super chat. He said, "Never seen a center need so much help. He's weak." Now let's talk for the sake of the super chat. I'll mention the deficiencies of Clax. He's not gonna pretty much be an anchor on defense. Anytime a big man get in the paint, he's gonna foul him. His shot blocking ability isn't because he's contesting the rim more times than not. Even tonight, he contested a shot at the rim and the ball still winning. I said, "This is some bullshit right here, man." But case in point is his weak side help is where he gets his blocks. He needs good perimeter defenders to kind of lead them to Clax for the contested shot. And because if a wing could contest the shot in the sense where if they don't leave the ground to jump and contest the shot, but they slide their feet and stay in front of them, you can rely on a player like Clax to come over and get the weak side, come over for the weak side help and get the block. But on some anchor defense, Javon Ship, you got it, bro. Yeah, that is not his strong suits.
We should
But
do.
Jay,
We
talk
should.
to us, man.
Hey, Jay.
What you think of Jay? Man, Jay, what you think about Clax, man, in this super chat? How you feel about it?
Uh, Yo, man, that's what the team want. I say that shit all the time. They wanted a slender big that could run and guard multiple positions. They don't want a big, stocky, slow dude. Because if they wanted one, they would have had one. And they thought that Clax was an improvement on Jared Allen.
Yeah, they was
And
wrong
when
on that.
Jared, and yo, when Jared Allen was here, niggas was doing nothing but calling him soft anyway.
Thank you,
Niggas,
Jay.
niggas,
Thank
was-
you.
Thank you.
Look at
Thank
him
you.
That's
now.
right.
Look at him
That
now.
is
How he
true.
was 5 years ago.
Look at
Look at him now.
look at the comments. Look at the comments right now. They saying life's too bright for him.
He's an actual center.
Oh
We should
yeah,
do
he
Clax.
said that. Those is his words.
but
Those
but
are his words.
but
So.
how long he been in the NBA? He's like a 11, 12 years sitter now. Like all of that shit comes with experience. Because when he was young, niggas was saying he was too soft and too frail,
But he got
Yep.
and
stronger,
not
and he
skilled
made
enough.
And he hasn't really been healthy for playoffs.
not last year. It was really Garland and Mobley that were hurt last year. That's what hurt
But
him.
the
No,
one thing,
I think he was hurt last year too, a couple of games.
No, he was a big part of why they were the number one seed last year. Listen, we should do Claxton for Allen next summer. Claxton and Mobley, that works. Allen and Wolf,
why
maybe
would
that could
Cleveland
work
do
for
that?
us.
Why would Cleveland do that?
They're second. Wait. Oh, you know what? I'm so glad you asked. They are a second apron team. If
That
you
don't
don't win
mean-
a title, you have to trade pieces off. Claxton for Allen works for both sides. We can see how him and
So
Wolf
John,
play, and
you think they're not gonna ask for picks?
what picks?
Yeah, they're gonna
It's-
ask for
it's-
picks
it's-
because
you
you
think- you think they're not
begging
gonna
for
ask for picks?
something.
Yeah, you asking for the you
Asking for it.
You begging for them.
Yeah.
Okay, we can swap seconds. We can swap second round picks. But we should do a straight up player trade right there because they're second apron
They're
team. They
not
get
gonna
it.
do
Wait,
that.
why are we giving them picks when they're second apron team? They're the ones that have to get out of their jam. We actually have the cap space flexibility. So no, they ain't making those demands. You could get
Hold on,
Claxton
yeah.
and get under the second apron.
Hold on, y'all. Slow down. I wanted to get back to Jay because he just joined the panel. I wanted to ask him
Bring the
'cause,
fro,
like
Brock.
he said, he said nothing really jumped out about the rookies. We've been both of us been vocal about the rookies, how we felt about them. But you know, Diego had his career high tonight with 23 points. I wanted to ask you how you felt about that. Shy of a double, 23, 9 and 5. What you thought about Diego tonight, Jay?
I ain't watched the game, but that's cool and all that. But did we win?
Development won tonight, Jay. Development won tonight.
No, I'm just asking because that be the Cam Thomas standard. So are these empty stats because we didn't win?
Our
Well,
rookies
they
played
they
tonight.
empty.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
they
the win.
empty.
That was the win.
People's
Our
just
rookies
on
played tonight.
dreams.
I'm saying, did we win? Like,
Nope.
is this winning basketball that he's contributing to? Like, I just want y'all to keep the same energy, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Jay. That's right. Keep the
I'm just
same
glad Danny
energy.
Wolf played tonight, Jay. That was the win tonight. Seeing Yegor, Powell, and Wolf in the fourth quarter. And did you see the Barclays crowd? They were cheering that. That's what we've been waiting 18 games for, to actually see some development for once.
Well, it was packed though. It was packed. It was full.
Yeah, I get it, but I ain't mad at it.
No,
Keep it up.
Yeah, I need to see more. I mean, to see this scoring
I keep
power
saying.
on a regular basis.
We drafted 5 guys, so we have 5 chances at getting the best guy in the draft, and we don't have one guy on the top 10 rookies list.
Now
Thank
we
you.
do. We checked it the other day. He was 9 on the list.
Who?
Yegor.
Okay, at least he got on the list now.
Well, Drake Powell could be on the list if Jordy didn't make him a secondary playmaker to Tyrese, the Golden Boy Martin. You know, that's been a problem.
We'll see, man, but I hope we drafted the right guys.
I hope so too, Jay. I really do, man. But it's good to
I
see.
already
Diego
look like
and Powell
they
play
just
together,
wasted
though.
2 already. Word.
So you talking about Seraph and Nolan, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
The
hoping I'm
Seraph one
wrong.
was a waste. The Seraph one was a complete waste. You should have got a winger or center. Ryan
I don't
Corcoran was
know.
right there, and we didn't draft him. Like, imagine drafting him and you could actually trade Dayron. That guy could have been our backup center. Ryan
Why we
Corcoran.
got to trade Dayron?
Man, they were saying
Yo, did you see
They were
Day
saying-
tonight, Scott? Come on.
we should have drafted Colt.
He did play terrible though.
He can't dribble, so this guy is Dayron Butterfinger shot. This guy, anytime this guy dribbles, the ball seems to leave his hand to the other team, other half of the court.
That nigga lost me money tonight too. He couldn't get me 4 rebounds. Fast
Yo,
ass nigga.
two
He
rebounds.
played
How can
terrible.
you get
He's
two
been playing
Got me
bad
rebounds?
tight.
though. He's been playing
Got me
bad.
tight. Yo, I
Nah,
said, yo,
man.
what's the purpose? And y'all being in the game, y'all can't even get me 4 rebounds. You can't give me 5 points. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Listen,
what's the
Dayron is
purpose?
just not playing at the level that he should be in. What, year five? It's year five for him. Listen, I think if Claxton don't go, Dayron is probably going. One of them is likely getting traded.
I,
They're not hitting a ceiling. They've hit a ceiling already with this team, and it's not a good
I saw
ceiling.
something on Twitter saying that Boston had wanted Dayron in the
Yep.
offseason.
Yeah. And he's only making $6 million. I've heard his name in trade rumors. I heard Memphis wanted him last year. The Clippers might want to get rid of Lopez. So there are teams that are going to call us about Dayron for the deadline for sure. We're going to get some calls.
Well, we could have got Anthony Simons from Boston, but they wanted draft picks. I mean, no, they didn't want draft picks.
They
We
didn't want
wanted
to
a
give up
draft pick.
picks.
They
They
didn't
didn't
want to
want to give
give
up
it up.
picks.
Yeah.
No, Brad Stevens is a
We could have
genius, man.
we could have
He,
we could have gave them Dayron instead.
yeah, for what
Like
though?
I
Like a
would have did
second
that.
pick? Like a
Nah,
second pick?
yeah, for a second rounder, I would have gave him up.
Mm, I think you could get 2 seconds for Dayron at this deadline potentially, at least.
I think you should send Dayron to Detroit to play with Cade again.
Ooh, Detroit. I didn't even consider them as an option. Don't they have a backup center though? No.
They got Isaiah Stewart. That's it.
Oh yeah, they got beef stew. I don't think they're gonna
Yeah.
do that. He's good
But
for them right now.
what would we get back from Detroit if we did that?
Picks.
Eh, yeah, probably. Oh, he
They
could
can
be a
get picked
third
back.
string center for them. That actually gives them a lot of depth. I think he has a point. Jamal's a point
And
there.
remember, he played with Cade in high school.
Oh
They was
yeah.
I
like
didn't know
they
that.
was
I
they
didn't
was
know that.
yeah, they was undefeated. They was undefeated. I forgot what team. I forgot
Uh,
what school it was, but it was him, Scotty Barnes, and Cade all on the same team.
you know, who we should trade for that kid Ron Holland on the Pistons. I think they'd be willing to give up Ron Holland in 2 seconds for Dayron potentially. That Ron Holland kid, he's somebody that could be a good project for us, maybe.
Mm.
You're trying to get a player back because they're not going to give us Jaden Ivey for Dayron, but Ron
Well,
Holland,
Jay,
maybe.
I remember he been playing garbage. He been playing garbage since he came back.
That's an interesting point. But yeah, Dayron definitely has trade value, so there's a high chance he moves maybe more than Claxton at the moment. Because the teams that want Claxton, some of them are mostly tanking right now. Besides Boston,
Hmm.
they're still trying to win in some way. That's what they should do. Like Boston, if you want to give us a pick, make it a top five protected to 2028 first. That way, it's likely to convey our way at least. Because if they keep Tatum and Brown together, that pick is not going to go top five. So like maybe there's a way to work it out still. But Boston, come on, time's ticking.
I ain't gonna lie. If they traded Dayron to Boston, he might be a starter for them.
Yeah, they said he was supposed to be their starting center this year, but
Right.
Mhm.
he took the deal with Brooklyn instead because they said
He
they're gonna
he
offer
showed
him a vet
loyalty.
minimum.
Oh, he wanted the loyalty. He chose loyalty over everything.
Yeah, but he's not elevating his game though, Jamal. Like he can't dribble a basketball still, man. Like,
Hmm. But
like
that's the whole thing because Dayron got his moments because he could give you a 20-point game.
Yeah,
He got his moments.
That game against OKC last year was like his best game ever. Against it was against Hartenstein and the other big they had. I think it was Chet. Like that was one of his best games ever. But
Didn't he just have a
that's
game
it.
where he scored 20?
Uh, I don't think
I think
so.
last game, if I'm not mistaken, or the game before.
Hmm. I gotta check on that, but
I'm about to
like.
check right now.
Yeah, but nah, man, it's just Dayron. Like he's still a good rebounder, but tonight was just really bad on rebounding. But it's just he gives you nothing else on offense, and he looks like he's in the best condition of his career. But this guy can't set up what is it? A screen. He still can't set a screen without getting an offensive foul.
Against the
It's that
Celtics, he got
bad.
16
So look.
points.
So I'm about to say, listen, and he only did that in 18 minutes.
Yeah, 18 minutes. He was scoring every time he touched the ball.
There was a
So that's
stretch.
if he get more minutes, he might be serviceable.
Yeah,
There,
yeah.
there was a stretch a year or two ago where I think Claxton was hurt and Dayron was starting for us. Dayron was actually hitting a window, and then he hurt his ankle, and then his career's kind of been up and down since then. There was a time where Daron actually was looking like he was finally breaking out, but then he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hurt his hamstring the following summer, which hurt his season. Like Daron has had opportunities, but I just don't think he has a speed element to his game at all. And you have to have that as a big in some aspects. But everything that he does
Yeah.
just looks slow.
Hold on. Hold on. I wanted to ask Jay real quick. Yo, Jay, you there?
Yep.
Yo, all of this narratives about Cam Thomas and him, we being a better team without Cam Thomas. How you feel about that, bro? What's your take on it?
Erroneous. You know what I mean? That shit's some bullshit. But I see what people are saying, but I feel like that just comes with the team playing more games, so they're getting better. But the offense is looking horrible, and I don't know what niggas is seeing in the offense because the offense is looking bad, and the defense may look slightly better, but I think that just comes with them playing more games and people knowing their assignments. But
Yeah.
y'all want to say y'all everybody want to demonize Cam and it's his fault, but we leaving 25 points on the floor every night.
Right. And I think offensively you get more from him. Like you don't lose. Even if it's a little drop off on defense, he still makes up for it on offense. Like y'all make it seem like he's so much the team is so much better. Bro, when I'm not this is a Cam Thomas driven stat that I'm about to start doing from game to game. Looking at how many dry spots, how many times we went on scoring droughts each game, bro. And I'm gonna contribute that to no shots creation. You know what I'm saying? And shot creation don't only mean the desire and passion not to get your ass, but so now you just pulling everything out the woodworks and trying to make it look presentable. It means when you up or the score is close, you don't go on the scoring drought and let them get a 5 point, 10 point lead, and now you break their run, but we down 7 to 10 points now. You know what I'm saying? We was down big versus the 76ers, bro. It wasn't like the score, like this. What the score say, 103 to 115, and make it seem like it closer than it was. It really wasn't that close, man. They just pretty much had to lead the whole game, bro. That shit is annoying to see. It wasn't no lead changes, no ties. That
And
shit
They
that's
was
they
because
should have
that's
started Drake
because
Powell instead of Terrence Mann. We keep saying it. Terrence Mann is not a starter. Like he's a bench guy, but you start this guy. Look how bad momentum is, Breeze, in the first quarters with Terrence Mann running point. It's awful. Like there is no continuity. At least with Drake Powell and Yegor, they've played together. You've seen it. They actually know how to communicate with each other in the court. I don't think Terrence Mann communicates with these guys, but Claxton says that's my point guard. He's not a point guard. Like we have guys playing roles that they are not known for playing. Like that's got to change a little bit. Drake Powell should be starting right now with Yegor, but we got to keep playing the vets for whatever reason.
no,
yo,
I agree.
John, it's a business at the end of the day. Because even what's his name? I forgot his name. It's he was a player. He got drafted high too, but he ended up bouncing around to different teams. He said when he got to Utah, or no, when he got to Denver, he said the coach wanted to play him over certain players, but it was a money thing. They couldn't play him because he was getting like the vet minimum, even though he was better than all the players that was getting paid big bread.
Right. No, I understand that, but Terrence Mann's making $50 million. And remember, we got Drake Powell to take on his contract. So it's not like we wanted this guy to be a huge cornerstone piece. But the fact that Jordy said he's the glue of this team, I'm like, what glue? You seen him play
So
out there? He doesn't
so
know how
you
to hold
know,
this team together.
but that's my thing is if you know that's happening, right? Then whose job is it to make that not happen no more?
Jordy, he's supposed to do
No,
the right thing.
mm-mm,
And Sean Mark's supposed to
mm-mm.
do the right
Sean
thing. They're
Marks,
supposed to talk to
Sean
each other.
Marks, Sean Marks supposed to take that weapon away from him. Oh, you
Yeah,
want to use him? I'm gonna take him away. Now you can't use him no more.
yeah, but that's just it. If you were having this guy as a bench piece, I think Terrence Mann's value would be better than what it is. But in like 18 games, Terrence Mann has only had two or three positive performances out of 18 games. That's how bad
Well,
it's been.
well, well I told you earlier that the Knicks fans was talking about their take Terrence, man.
For what, man?
I don't know. Look, whatever they got, we'll take it.
Okay. Give me McBride. Give me
Yeah,
Deuce. I'll
they
take
said
Deuce.
what's his name? Tolik or something like that. Some shit like
Oh,
that.
that
One of their
kid? No,
rookies.
man. That kid is soft as cotton candy, bro. I'm good.
Yeah,
Come on.
they said we'll give him up for man, because at the end of the day, if you want man going, you want younger talent, right?
Yeah, but I want a guard that actually has some physicality. I seen this Tyler kid. He don't look like that physical. It was like one of those
Mm.
try to be a fancy shooter type kids, man. We don't need that. We
That's
Shit,
need
we'll take
actual
Austin.
more
dogs,
picks.
man.
That's Austin
We
Reeves'
heard-
life.
Yo, Reeves light. Good one, Jay. That's a good one. Nah, but man definitely has to get traded. But my thing, Jamal, is his value hasn't gotten any better. I don't know what they're expecting to get for Terrence, man, unless you're incorporating him in a deal with Claxton or MPJ to get something. But separately,
yeah,
you're not getting much back from that.
nobody's really trying to take that contract.
Yeah, unless they have an injury front. Philly,
Hmm.
Philly might be a team because their front court is pretty much decimated right now. Maybe that's something to talk about.
But
Yeah.
Philly, but mind you, a lot of people came back too, because they got McCain back and they got Paul George, and they still got Grimes.
Yeah, but they
So it's
lost
like,
Wofford and Kelly Oubre and
yeah,
Embiid, and now Andre Drummond. He had a a
Drummond is out.
hyperextension
Yeah,
today. Yeah,
Drummond is
so
out,
that's not good. That's
and
not
VJ
good.
is hurt too.
Mm, yeah, well, that's not good. Their front court is decimated. Honestly, I would be surprised if Philly calls us about Dayron. Maybe they want a salary dump Drummond and some picks for Dayron. Maybe
Mm.
they want something like that.
I don't
Because
know, man. Philly
I
just
don't
be
even know
getting
if Philly
lucky
got
in the
their pick
draft.
this year.
They do. We gonna check. Hold on, but I just wanted to show you. Look at this scoring drought. Look at, and the way you look at it or judge it is based on how long they stay. We stay on the number. This is us in the second part, and I'm gonna just scroll through it just to give y'all. And this is the first quarter. I'm just gonna show y'all the first quarter. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but I just want to show y'all how long we stay on certain points, just because for the sake of the shot creation conversation. I mean, just watch us go through the first quarter.
Yeah, what happened to Diego in the first quarter? Where he wasn't starting?
No,
Yeah, he
he just
started.
wasn't in rhythm. He wasn't in rhythm first quarter.
He
That
shot
was it.
bad.
Yeah. Second half turned up the Jets.
Yeah.
I think Diego started playing outside the offense when he
Yeah.
started doing what he was doing. I don't think he was listening to Jody no more.
Did you see that 3-point shot he took in the 3-point quarter, the form with his arms? That was like one of the best threes he's ever taken. Like he just felt like something clicked, and he just started scoring after that.
Yeah, because
Played beautifully.
they asked Jody like in the press conference, they said, Igor, did you mind him taking all those shots, especially when it was coming down to crunch time? He said, listen, he was making them, so at the end of the day, if he was in rhythm and he was making it, then by all means. But I think, be honest with you, I think that was just Jody just, just saying the right thing. I don't think Jody was calling that shit up for him.
Listen, the rookies have been proving on merit why they should start certain games. Howell and Yeager and even Wolf tonight. I won't attribute all of what they're doing development wise to Jordan because Jordan just wants to win right now. I look at the rookies, them putting their own work into this, getting better at their weaknesses. I'm not giving all credit to Jordy, like, oh, he's trusting them. He still isn't trusting them fully. Like Drake Powell should be a part of the offensive sets. You cannot tell me he can only get one shot off in 20
Nah,
minutes. You can't tell
that
me
was
that.
Drake Powell
Right.
fault. That
Hold
was
on.
Drake Powell
Hold on.
fault.
Right. Hold on. And another thing I wanted to show you is look, we was on 18 for mad long. Who got us off 18 points? Tyrese Martin make a drive and layup. And I'm saying that to say when we can't score, that's when the shot creators get the ball. Bro, y'all don't like it, but Tyrese Martin is a shot creator, bro. And
Yeah, he
we
is.
miss
So,
Yeah.
Breeze,
Thomas
how
and
much money you paying
we miss.
Tyrese? If he's a,
Hold
how
on,
much
hold on,
money
hold
you
on.
paying him to come back to this
I'm
team,
not talking
Breeze?
about the money part of it. I'm talking about the shot creation part of it. And I'm saying that to say,
You,
in all rebuilding teams, you need shot creators. If you don't have no shot creators on your team, bro, you not complete.
you know
And
who he remind
regardless
me of?
of how y'all feel about
You're gonna say Tyus Jones,
Tyrese
Jamal?
Martin, bro, he's a shot
Nah,
creator, bro. Anyone, let's call it what it
he
is. It's MPJ. If y'all want
he
to
ru-
say, I think it's Cam Thomas then MPJ. But if y'all want to say MPJ then Cam Thomas, fine. But he's three. It don't make it seem like Tyrese Martin not a better shot creator than Diego right now.
He
He
is.
is.
He can get to the rim. He can
Drake
get to the
Powell
Tyrese
rim.
should be a top
Tyrese
shot
remind
creator
me
for us.
of he remind me of what Dinwiddie and Bruce Brown was to us.
Yeah.
Nah, Bruce Brown was miles
Yeah.
ahead of what Tyrese Martin was getting. Bruce Brown was actually the
But
ultimate
yeah, I would
utility
say
guy.
I would say Dinwiddie on the scoring side. Yeah, he like Dinwiddie on the
Yeah, I
scoring
agree with
side. I
that.
would say
Yeah,
that.
I agree with
Yeah,
Bruce on
because
that one.
he could come off the bench and give you the spark you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just like
Yeah,
it's like Jordy though is like elevating him though to a level where it's like getting really bad right now. Like Drake Powell could be one of our top shot creators if you just include him more in the offense. Like me and Bree's been saying, you cannot just let this guy get one shot off and Tyrese is your only guy giving you points. No, that's because Jordy's running this through the vets. Run it through your rookies too. Now they just have to create their own shots all the damn time. Like something's got to change there.
Well, they had their opportunity to
yeah.
run
You can
something
look.
for them.
If,
I
then
thought
I
they
see.
were doing.
I see.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying him.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, Wolf and the guard Wolf. When Wolf had the ball, they were swinging the ball around. They had opportunities to shoot. They didn't shoot. I don't get that part. I don't get why you going into. I understand why you going. Everybody's in the paint.
Right, but
the
no,
3-point line is open
Right, what
because
I'm saying is
they drive and kick.
Shot creation. Right, but Scott, that's what I'm saying about shot creation and the other things. They were like, "Oh, Cam Thomas doesn't do the other things, bro. The other thing is pass. If this dude is gonna either shoot or pass, I need a better shooter than a passer sometime, bro. And I'm
Yeah, you
saying
need
the
somebody to
relevance of
score.
shot creation, the relevance of shot creation versus the quote unquote other things, than just putting it for what it's worth for the Brooklyn Nets. It's important. You can see we really cracked 100 points, and that's because Diego heated up. And his point to Jay's point and what they were saying about Cam Thomas, that's what you would have said about Diego's points if we were being quote unquote technical and being harsh. But the fact that we look through it from a lens of player development, you can see the good in it. But the shit that those dudes were saying about Cam
Empty
Thomas
points.
with the empty calories and this, they could have easily said that about Diego. His points didn't tie the game. It didn't take the lead. You understand what I'm saying? Those were points
empty.
that was but case in
Yeah.
again. So what I'm saying
That's
is
a fact.
we'll look at it in a positive light for Diego Domen, but when it come down to Cam Thomas in the very same scenario, y'all put so much negative light to it. Even I remember with the Pacer game, him and Ed Sumner going off.
Racism.
And then on the 340, all right.
Plymouth Rock didn't land on us.
And we out, folks. And we out. Good show. Good
Plymouth
show.
Rock landed on us.
But no, it's some of it racism, probably so. Probably the white guys figured they favored us, you know what I'm saying? Diego more. And don't get it twisted. They could lean on the fact that he had 9 rebounds. And I would agree that the 9 rebounds do count. So don't look at Diego's top career game just as 23 points. And 9 rebounds count too. But my thing is, that's the 8th pick. I want 23 and 9 from that player. You know what I'm saying?
But
Give me
Breezy,
that regular.
Breezy, to them in their eyes, Cam Thomas not a media darling. He don't tell them what they want to hear. He telling the truth. Like if he tell you, listen, I want to score. They look at that and demonize that. Like why?
Yeah.
But y'all ain't do that to Kobe when he was scoring 81. They ain't say shit. When Booker scored 70, 71 or 70, they ain't say nothing.
It's
Like
crazy.
Mondry.
It's crazy how polarized he is when he hasn't even won anything yet. Like he hasn't been to All-Star games, and it's like they say this kid is like the most overrated young scorer in history. It's like, okay, but why don't you say some other players on other teams that are in Cam's position that can just score, but you never give them the same type of criticism? But it's always
And that's the
Brooklyn that
problem,
gets it,
John.
though.
But this is my problem too, right? Sean Marks, why are you allowing the media to talk about your players this way?
You didn't defend Cam. And that's the thing. Why didn't either of them defend Cam Thomas this summer? Sean Marks and Joe Side didn't put one tweet out saying, we believe in this kid. That's like, no, let's let it all play out. It's going to work in our favor with the contract negotiations because they never valued the damn kid in the first place, like we've been saying for 4 years. They never valued Cam Thomas. They never gave him a shot, a legit shot.
Yep. You let him take all these bullets, and mind you, y'all want to put him out there for promo though. But you're not even saying no. Cam, no, the Cam is that guy. Cam is this. He doing what we asked him to do. You're not even doing that.
Yeah, because they don't want to pay him.
And my thing is that the worst part of all of this is the loyalty Cam Thomas showed over Mikal Bridges coming here saying, "Yeah, I want to play in the Garden," and then getting traded to the Knicks. Like these are the
Nasty.
guys y'all putting in front of. Y'all putting the most unloyal guys in front of Cam Thomas. Like they're so unloyal to this team, and y'all just have the team before Cam Thomas, the most loyal, one of the more loyal players on the team. I think that's just backwards. You're not building a winning culture by doing that. If you want
Nah,
to build a winning culture, you
mm-mm.
reward loyalty from player to franchise. You know what I'm saying? If
Fact.
you just let any free agent come here and they just got more of a say than a player that, in my opinion, deserving more, you messing up the locker room. Because,
Mind you,
and if you
he,
leave it
he
up to the
came.
players,
hmm
it's gonna be chaos. You gotta let the coach be decide that. You know what I'm saying?
Mind you, before McCall and them
But
came,
go ahead.
he putting up 40-point games and all that. As soon as they come, they start pushing them as the corner pieces of the franchise. And now Cam Thomas going back to the bench, getting DMPs. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. It's just
That's
crazy how they do Cam.
Yeah.
That's the worrying thing with the last 10 years with our homegrown talent. They've never invested in these guys. Claxton's one of the only guys that they drafted and that they overpaid for. But it's like, that's what's worrisome about our rookies right now. If they start doing well the next 3 years and they got to get paid, is this organization actually going to pay them or flip them? That's like the big worry
They
because
might flip him.
we have a reputation for not paying our homegrown talent ever, besides Claxton. Like, that's really it. That's the exception. Like that's scary. Like we should invest in our homegrown guys, especially if they do well. But the Claxton one, that was a sick overpay because he didn't have any accolades. He played with 3 stars, but it's like Cam Thomas actually played through some crazy years where we didn't know where the hell we were going as an organization. But they always make Cam out to be the only thing that's wrong with the organization. No, it's the organization how they run things that's the wrong way that we've talked about multiple times.
Real shit.
Right.
When they gave Clax that endorsement deal with the clothing line, I knew Clax wasn't going nowhere.
Oh my God, $300, man, for his clothes. Get out of here, bro. I can't. I can't. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. But listen, that's why I look at it for what it's worth, bro. Even if you're a fan of this, like they say, you rep the player, you rep the team, not the player. And it's true, bro. You rep you know what I'm saying, the front of the jersey, not the back of the jersey. It's true. But to make it seem like y'all don't see, you can't win in the NBA just cracking 100 points, then, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Just the way the game is played, you need to score at a high level, bro. Because they play the game at a much faster pace. It's a 24-second shot clock. And if you're paying attention, they're not using the whole shot clock. They using maybe 14 to 20 seconds. They're not trying to shots, and that's 20 to 24 seconds. They're not trying to take that. They're trying to score in 20 seconds. They're trying to use 20 seconds, 14 to 20 seconds on the shot clock to get a playoff. And a player like Cam Thomas who could heat up like that, bro, you got to prioritize him to, not because you like his personality and he want to be at the bar mitzvah or none of that shit. Just because he gonna show up to work and he one of the hardest working players that represent the franchise. He don't have to. That's my thing. You don't have to be one of the guys. Like, you know how you could work with a person, but you don't chill with them after work. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that Cam Thomas don't chill with him after work. And can he, I don't know, give more defensive effort? Yeah. But other than that, in the modern NBA, you need somebody to score the ball the way Cam Thomas do. Right now on the Brooklyn Nets, he's either number 1 or 2 shot creator on this team. And the importance of shot creation on this roster is vital. And you talk about building a championship team. Jaeger is he's good, but you need more than Jaeger when you talk about shot creation and building a championship. You just do.
We need a whole
You do.
freaking team
I
like
told you, man. They just want to
Conte,
see
man.
basketball, man.
Basketball, yo.
Basketball.
You gotta put that on a t-shirt, Jay. That's a good one. That's gonna sell like money.
You can pass your way right to a loss. That's
Right.
what you're gonna
Right.
do.
Yeah. Oh,
You see bad good passes all
Listen,
over the place, but can't nobody score the ball.
listen. People gonna think I'm crazy if I say I can see them building something with MPJ, CT, and Diego, and even like Claxton and the rest of them. It's just they gotta get a better bench.
Yeah, the thing with MPJ is we don't know if he's going to retire when his 2 years are up, Jamal. Like, we saw the podcast with Breeze. Like, MPJ is doing this year by year. If he can get through this year healthy, let's see where his mindset is at. Because remember, this organization is reprimanding him right now off court, and he might not like that. Like, he's
But
trying to be good because him and Jordan have a good relationship, but I know this guy don't like Sean Marks either. Not many
but
people like this GM. So if he's pushing his
but John,
buttons, let's see where we're
we
at in a year from now before we
let,
start
let's
talking about
draft.
that
We
stuff.
could we could draft his replacement. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, AJ
it's
DeBoster,
it's
that's a
possible. Yeah,
replacement right there.
exactly.
I'm
That's what I'm
all on it.
saying. We
Yeah.
could draft his replacement. It's not hard. Like, so if he ever do consider about retiring, or he start getting crazy again with his podcast, like, then Marks could figure out, like, all right, he got to go.
Well, if you draft AJ DeBoster somehow, then you can move MPJ for a big star and just fall in at that point, or a center. Like, that would be winning of the lottery right there with the bonds. Because then MPJ's expiring 40 million becomes a very valuable trade asset for us. So I agree. That would give us a huge options there.
Because Diego, the way Diego want to play, it seemed like he's becoming more of a scorer now because he's put in that role to have to score. But I think Diego just want to pass.
Nah, Jaeger has been more aggressive lately, Jamal. Like, I admire him actually
Yeah, that's what
trying to
I'm
get in the
saying.
interior a lot
Because he's
more.
in that. Because he has to. Because that's how Jody wants to play. He wants his point guards to be more aggressive and score. But I think Diego personality is more of a passing personality.
Nah, he's definitely finding his voice on the court offensively. The problem is
We'll see.
You have Terrence Mann and Tyrese Martin being pretend point guards. Just let Yegor be the real
Nah,
point
yeah,
guard. The fact that Claxton
listen.
says I need a fake point guard to be my point guard,
We'll
that's
see.
where Jordan needs to get kicked in the butt here a little bit.
We
You can't
will
have your
see.
Listen.
players saying
I
that.
I,
I need a
I
fake
thought
point guard as my lead guard. Come on,
I thought the
you can't say
reason
that.
for I thought the reason for Ego being what do you call it, being drafted was for Cam Thomas. I thought it was going to help Clax and Cam Thomas.
Facts.
But
Facts.
I don't know. I don't know what they trying to do with him because I thought he was going to be that point guard that gets them the ball, that gets like run the floor. He sees the open man. But
He should he should
I don't
definitely be
know.
the lead point guard. I think what me and Breezy Ellis agree on is if you want to go after a veteran 6-man point guard this summer, that could be one of your goals. A great backup point guard that could come in, give you some points, distribute to everybody else. And Yegor, if he could take these offensive leaps like he's taken, he could become our ultimate point guard. He's not a wing. I don't know why they want to experiment with him as a wing when he's not physically like that. But as a point guard right now, he's finding his voice on the court. And that's a good thing to see with his development. But this organization should not try to ruin his game. But one thing I noticed with the organization is they try to change certain players' play styles up. Like Claxton, he used to be an offensive player, and now look at him now. This guy can't even take a shot off anymore. That's like what's scary about this organization is they try to change certain players for the worse, not for the better. Like, don't change this kid's game up. Empower him more to play his game better. Like with the three-point shot, look how much better it is
But yeah,
just
but
by
again,
challenging him.
right, but can we just can we just make the clear distinction that Jordy Fernandez coaching staff is not Jock Vaughn or Steve Nash? It's totally different. Like, can
I
we
mean, as far as not being a cheer squad, I agree with you. Yes.
not the player development? But again, I think we make a lot of good points, and I do wish they consider the Big Fan Breezy podcast and what we say, because it's not like we just saying, "Oh, these players are trash" and blah 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 blah. I think we do a good job critiquing the game, actually talking about the players specifically and as a whole, talking about different variables. And again, I like to do that because I would consider that basketball talk opposed to anything else. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, you feel free to clip up. After I clip it up, share your short to the Brooklyn Nets. Let them know how you feel. You know what I mean? I don't know if they started Drake Powell tonight, but I tweeted the Brooklyn Nets earlier like, yo, he should be starting
They
tonight. You know
should
what I'm
have.
saying?
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe
But
tomorrow night. Let's hope.
Yeah, you got Bill Johnson in the chat. He said the Nets are tanking perfectly. And I didn't hear Python big us up on that neither, because if we would have won this game, he would have came in here and said we got outsmarted by the 76ers. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
we
We
lost.
I heard him saying that he's excited and he's excited about the basketball that's being played. So yeah,
That's what he meant.
what else could that mean? Like it sounds he decoding that shit like Josiah should have in China. Know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Josiah had the truth spilling right
Right.
out. Like, oh, we gonna play bad for that draft pick now, timeout.
Yeah,
Right. We
and
don't
then, and
got
then
one
Jordy,
pick. We gotta make sure that shit great.
and then Jordy said the following day, "It don't matter who we draft because this organization is always great at drafting players." Yeah, okay, nice for Jordy.
Shout out to W. Shout out to Joey in the chat. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? The Range Road for joining the panel the other day. Shout out to Joey. Shout out to him and all the other members on the page. I want to give a special thank you to Maria Signal Moore, Jellio, Marcus, Nesty and A, Beeman Boy 81. Of course, Joey BK, Queenie Jean Phillip, and GIHF_Carter. Yeah, man. Yo. Lecky 1916 said Nets fan base hopium for anything. Yeah, bro. We are not just hoping, bro. We articulate how it should get done. That's why I want the Nets to listen to this podcast, man.
Nah,
If I
niggas be hoping.
I wonder if they would let me represent the Nets. Nah, we too raw, man. Pause. They be like, nah, they be wilding on there.
Yo, they should
I
have
want
you. They should have you perform a song for draft night, Breeze. You and
I
Jay, man, get up in
I
there.
wonder if they hear the show though. I do be wondering that. Yo, Notorious on the panel. You know he a member on the show, so you let him talk his shit. Talk your shit, Joey. What's the word, bro?
Not much.
Yago tonight. What you thought about Yago, bro?
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna cap. I didn't see the game, right? Because I was out, right? But I did. Hold on. I did like look at some highlights, and I did look at the box score. Based off of the box score, Yergo looked like he had an excellent game. Am I bugging?
You look like Scottie Pippen Jr. out there, bro. We
kind of.
talking.
He had a good game,
I
but
mean, he had
when we
23
break down,
points, 23
yeah,
points, like 7 rebounds, 5 assists. That's an above average game. That's a solid
yeah,
game.
I mean, yeah.
He had a great second half, Joey. Miserable first half, great second half. That was the.
You got to put it in context. They never really threatened them. They never was like, you know how when they say Cam has empty calories?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. But I mean, from
Joey,
the
my thing was, I
standpoint,
just want his shot selection to be. Yeah, I just want his shots. He took 18 shots, which is good because it was the most. It was the team
yeah,
high out of all the players, but he was 14 3-pointers out of 18 shots. For him to be a 6'8" point guard, I just want him to get to the
So
basket.
14
you still harping on his shot selection?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's fair.
I think for him to be a 6'8" point guard, I just want him to go to the ball. I mean, to the hoop a little more. You got 18 shots, and you a 6'8" point guard.
So why you got Tyrese Martin in the headline? I looked at his game.
Because I was saying that is he a top 5 backup point guard in the league right now? I mean, is he? Can you name 3-5 more? Because we got who we got? You name 5?
We got McConnell. We got Caruso. I would say Jaime Jaquez for Miami is their 6th man right now.
He's a wing, but okay, 3.
But I'm just saying. But Naz Reid, remember, he was a 6th man for Minnesota, and he's a big. So I'm just saying, you don't have to be a point guard to be a 6th man,
You
though.
talking about the point guard?
All right. If you want to have it like that, so
Bro,
McConnell,
I'm not
Caruso.
saying
You
you're
know,
name
you know,
5
John
guys
hate
better than
Tyrese
not the
Martin,
six
man.
man.
No, it's not about hate.
Listen,
It's the fact
Tyrese.
that Jordy is making him more out to be than
I
what he
know.
is,
That's what I'm
Joey.
saying.
That's
I know,
all.
John.
That's
Tyrese
all.
Martin could go out here and score 50 points and win us the game, and you will be mad because he's 26 years old and he's taking minutes away from the rookie. So this,
No,
I mean,
he's taking the game away from Drake Powell. Drake Powell's the one who's actually setting Tyrese up for these shots a good amount of the times. But no, Tyrese Martin gets all the bench points, and it's like that's not development. That's where I stand on that. Listen, he's a fine vet if you want him to be a mentor, but this guy is not a guy that's going to get 10, 15, $20 million. We're a cap space next summer, Joey. That would be a mistake.
so my thing is, okay, so let's say we just give Drake Powell all these minutes. Is he going to shoot the fucking ball?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, because they'll
question.
run the offense
I
to him
hope
a bit.
so.
I mean, because
He
you
can't
could give him all the
pass.
minutes in the world. If
You
if
can
he's
pass,
scared to shoot
Scott.
the fucking
I mean,
ball,
you
then it's
can't
gonna
keep
matter, right?
passing. You got to score.
Well, that's Jordy. That's the system. Remember, like basketball, like Jay just said, that's what Jordy wants. 2 seconds on the shot clock. So is it
Nah, all
Dallas
three
ball
of
or is
them
it
was on
Jordy's
the
ball?
court at one time. All three of them was
We
on
got
the
2
court.
minutes. We got 2 minutes on the shot clock right now. So you say that.
Yeah, let Joey finish up with the shot clock.
Well,
Go
I
ahead,
like
Joey.
Drake Powell, and I agree, but and I think he's going to be great for us. But I will say this: like sometimes I watch him play, he looks like he's hesitant to really shoot the ball. Sometimes, like
Yeah,
he's not
thank
really
you.
going out there like, "Yo, give me the rock," like I'm trying to score the ball.
Yeah,
So,
he not give me the
Yeah.
ball. I'm trying
right,
to score next. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
like
Hey,
like
right.
Hey,
You
Breezy
need that.
song, but
Right.
and I
Right.
get,
You
I
need
don't
that.
know, like
Hold
so
on. So
you
now
said
I'm gonna end the show with that. I'm gonna end the show with that. Shout out to Jamal. This is JTV Notorious. Everything Brooklyn. That's John Scott. And yeah, we want Drake to be like, give me the ball. I'm fitting the score
I don't
next. We're
know,
gonna
but
end with that.
I mean, I see your
Yeah.
point, John, but it's like I feel like you feel like because these guys are in the game, like they're not letting Drake Powell score or they're not letting him get